clubs are. It is Chelsea or maybe Mopa. And Chelsea have been able to dominate. And Enra came normal boy, you know. They cemented their dominance over the French league clubs. So in the managing of most of the games, some against any other French league clubs now, they've been able to dominate and they've been able to make sure that even in terms of domination, they will make sure that enough for them to actually win most of the games. These are the two football coaches who are the touchline for the two most football clubs on board Enra. Luis Enrique and the side of Enzo Maresca. In terms of experience, in terms of peripheral, you cannot compare Enzo Maresca to Luis Enrique because of what Luis Enrique did with FC Barcelona. At Barcelona, he was able to win the La Liga, he was able to win the Champions League, Copa del Rey, and any other things. And as a coach FC Barcelona, he was able to do that thing for the side of Barcelona. With Enzo Maresca, last 2 seasons, if you quite remember, the side of Manchester City edged a lot of things in the continental treble. No, this particular guy was part of Pep Guardiola, the backroom staff. And after that season, called Leicester season, that was last 2 seasons, Eko coached him at the side of Leicester, and then he brought Leicester from the Championship back into the English Premiership. So at that particular level, he won the Championship and then brought Leicester City back into the English Premiership. When he came, he needed to make sure that free Leicester City at the Chelsea Football Club. In the last 2 seasons, and I said in the last season, at the side of Chelsea Football Club, he has been able to cement
latest update from Amanone. Lutakin be Ramu etimi edi amao. And okay, Charles Real Madrid for the be Ramedi Ama Arete Bebao. Or Monsieur Roberna, Wapomo dear the update naba. Bears 3 weeks ago. And I confirmed the man say Iñaki Williams. Apomo dear etimi extended. But now joining team now. Or more preseason no etimi asha and a contract non common ne sere ne man is here calling update out ebi remetimi ere ama womra Nico Williams or the update out on eba ababi ramu etimi edi ama kama pa barohe videos no say city a Iñaki Williams ne mame ebusuan ya rejected. Still Rodrigo Goes team be no joining Zene Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City. Ninano yedi reramu etimi edi amao na Madrid after Alvaro Carreras no eni omo left backs na baba be free ni nyina se Folon Mendy ewo honom Frank Garcia ewo honom and Alvaro Carreras ababa be county wine ere few mako yaba fiera yaba be din komo kakra still yerasu jamu teams ni bi mako ma me Krobia Commercial Santi Kotoko preseason ashase na day 2 your burn up the Taurona F8 me area Banra paying perfect Kim Las Bio Kelgrin coach Edema the Black Queens Ayejuma 4-1 Abua Magana ya Roma the knockout stage yeri update Taurona be from it me by a kasi ebe Ayejuma no na so weni aje so kan ho bi enti on Facebook o search Fakye TV on Sato wa follow ye wa share wa comment ye be kinke timi area ma on YouTube Fakye TV unye wa subscribe ne kama pa na wa bomodian like wa share uja comment wa making carry amount or 3637 medino ABOU diabelu takin erobe ramu ewo amano ne abejafo no Habib Mohamed ewa hanom Sasona Ricardo Vaz Enafi Sexy Maestro obeti omonka Eben Nasi executive producer Gilbert baby obi a speedy recovery and also enanche no Ayu Kofi Philip and Afidi MC Malik Gio Caesar and Adamanachi Kongo the MC Awa Aki Ola Jr. and of course the program's manager Abeku Kweku Ochi and so teacher Dijmadino a remedy amount. I'm on quick me quite about prestero Yerko Amanone Nafi Amanone Semno Apomodi Timiasha said Amamwa Moshe Nemwa Mutie
himself as one of the coaches Obetimia coaching Chelsea Football Club very well. And then he has added another Italian DNA to the coaching. So you say the kind of job now to Boyle with the man say Ombrambe and Farmer Chelsea Football Club, not someone from the middle club to the dominant football club. No. He came in and then he rescued Chelsea Football Club at that particular mission. And then Wayama Nabroso and everybody is actually commenting, say this guy is doing something right for the side of Chelsea Football Club. But this was the tactical level of the two rather than Chelsea and Enra. He plays the 4-3-3 tactical system, play another identity of football. This time, Ramakacho said, when you meet Italian coaches pay more of defending and they play more of flexibility when it comes to more attacking game on the amount. So when you say Fabio Capello or typical Catenaccio system of football. So Italians, when you meet them, you should expect, so when it comes to defending, they can defend very well. And every Italian coach will that kind of iota when it comes to defending in most of the clubs of Benyom Ediamo. So Chelsea bought the 4-3-3 system, Obina Kukrela, Cowell, Chaloba, and Malu Gusto, Caicedo, Rich James, and then Enzo Fernandez, Neto, Pedro, and then Kopama into the attacking third of Chelsea Football Club. But a game more than Rich James and he did it more than what I even expected. Over here, Rich James and Enzo Fernandez, what they needed to do is when it comes to one-on-one marking with the team.
Yeah, boy, my boy, my name is Peri Amonti on Facebook, Fakye TV, on Sato so aba like, wa share, wa comment, and abo, Nanema Kuyepa. It's me, I'm Fakye TV on YouTube, Bunya, or the honor sober subscribing and kama pa. Eddie Amayana Bo, and I be the other day. I'm on the WhatsApp line 020754 3637 020754 You heard that?
Nyamiatum, Brako Kunaswe.
No, yes, I'm on this day.
Oh, yes, Madrid, unveiling Naba.
Okay.
Nico Williams, the new contract was signed.
Matthias, ma minja mumma na mrenyo na Fakye room. Ya kwa on it.
Brenner says so now we are not yet breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Near Jamu yon power on now, Mr. Fantino, dear Tuka, as someone for exaggerate, be ha money, as a FIFA Club World Cup now, 2 years. See, all Bob on tab a clear air. Sons of Pinate was it Pempers in pain. Now a Real Madrid and a church. Now on Infantino, dear, a FIFA Club World Cup, Jomo Edge, and say 4 years. Now Jomo Person with the shame, and say normal people out of 32 teams are but the main edition. FIFA consider as somebody call 48 teams, not 2029. At my command, or more ball, the main one. I am successful. Obia Kwanto clubs no EBP as some participating and FIFA considers out of 32 teams or more call 48. Now 2 years now. Real Madrid and a church pushing a San Cabaya. Every 2 years, and FIFA and stage Club World Cup and your FIFA decision. No, 4 years, and a film FIFA. I'm a best stage. I'm a Brian Kama. Now FIFA as a 2026 World Cup. After successful FIFA Club World Cup in Toronto, America, so changes bum. Opaka Club World Cup. Not cooling break, about 2 times. Not first up, 1 cooling break, 30th minute. Now call cooling break any kind. Not second half, bomb 75th minute. Now call another cooling break. FIFA as a World Cup 2026 for men's national teams now. Press break about second cooling break. I 30th minute. Not second cooling break about. Not a third cooling break. 60th minute. Not fourth cooling break. As well about 75th minute. So far FIFA, almost changes are almost pass almost tram. I'm a pass to me a camera and your judge. I'm breaking it down. Not yet touching it down. Not yet knocking it down. Not yet judge. I'm on Paul. As to Adama and no air report. I met him. Now my more athletic ABOU athletic club. Now me Juma. I want Nico Williams. I swear I'm for mama. And Nico Williams was signing 10-year contract. At the athletic club. ABOU team now. So for the new contractor, Nico Williams assigned Pepper 2035 and Pepper I'm a player camera. Now, mommy, a bro same contract now. Mommy, on the new year says so the general captain at the athletic club. Nyaki Williams and Mame as Equajana Mami Ata Equajana man in chain and Nicho so Ocha ABOU or more general captain Nyaki Williams Nimamia Kisinikakra ye me buy me buy what my japa na o yaman crofora ho and net your bassa phobe soon bassa phobe charge and capasa peno at the beer Spotify company Williams when in a hanama I did not Pasicaba 10 years now na also joining Athletic Club or pre-season na a training team koso into Socha and Nico Williams or no and a pre-season training and never stop Varvade any players no nice one time mood to I was so any journey great what na o casa udi entele casacacra.
Títulos muy ambiciosos como la Champions, que todo el mundo pues le gustaría jugar. Qué mejor que hacerlo con el club de mi vida y nada, me gustaría seguir haciendo historia aquí en Samamés.
Nico Williams, que ha firmado ya su renovación hasta 2035. Y ojo, es última hora.
Boy need to try the Oka, Spanish, what what's Athletic Club, one called Barcelona, Najoka, was a better, as over our Champions League, a Diamatima, or Moteteno, baby, what's the name, baby, I won't. Baby, omo peno dan obeko baby na ni ase kwan ntotontoto baby obedi areho obetu na ni ane brand ho obetwa ane maami ni ho ni nyina no twene wo sampa kwaye agye no ye mfe no kwaye wa ye nyinu eye kwaye bone na hu pehia ese obetna eye Athletic Club oboduma bia so twa kama anu ye somebody tuka Madrid obeka be breaking it down at the house after FIFA Club World Cup and Jude Bellingham, the shoulder operation, none after some Madrid film, made it to a name. I said the shoulder surgery, no, or Pacoquay, Jamdi Twins in the our London. Manchester, and also Rob our London, England, my fan to a name. I said Jude Bellingham, and then shoulder surgery, no, or pay not report I made as a shoulder surgery now, or partner fear for the next 3 months, or Pepper Parker, October, and a point of Jude Bellingham, and Pepper Park, Samre, no wire fate, no a brim, no a betram, no a fitam, a brawa piamono, or best in Prima Alonso Mania, no bonnet my juma, and no adepa, my fan to a name, as a Real Madrid. Oh, almost a Frank Garcia, call Club World Cup America, a similar force and credit Yamian, or Tower Dogua, no watch in America, now by the left back wall, or Piamani FM, or Pomani Akono, and Tomu Pesre, Sir Quine, at Danua, by the Frank Garcia, almost percent. Amu perfano ko San Siro no kopo adwuma mom AC Milan na be piaso ayekama na so for mu kobusa na contact e bia enshedam ko official ya bid omude ko eno na depa me chamu jama ma me mfanto enem ese ene na Carreras Day na Alvaro Carreras ene ofri Benfica ni move to Madrid officially confirmed na detenye mame abra omu AG ni memories on social CM ewo Madrid na bra oswa the best moment so Madrid in Quadanum twa onunie Tamana Opia and we the best moment abra returning abepiem ewo the White House the Los Blancos no opium the White House now was the best moment to chance here omudibi no the chat boy no na otwebisa na asenisuo efina ni aseba na one at one was sitting on himself and the ne mami ebeki sine kakra masan wo feel too much o free her o kopemo Manchester United Kopo United under 23 and Sarah Benfica and 6 million euros perfanitina ko and was signed up a few and waba na me patromi the best moment at the man no mami abra na only the dawn Florentino Perez at one or sign a contract no or by the way a contract when we say too much massa what the clause was in the shame never pay a camera was signed Jesse number 18 and on Mutamano or Mutini around our the cabinet room a man trophies are massa with team now Pabono or Magic or Borka crowd with my Baku 7 I had the Massanya Nena and the referee Mona Benfa Gami Manavia and Kasama Bre and Cassia Lusu higher Madrid Jadon, etu ne fo kansempe, aso ade chelo wie and okopie mo ne first step. Ewo eye pass as a player and also Owram ho and we are Alvaro Carreras and Owram for pass or to try pictures white air Los Blancos, the White Angels and all Galacticos, some just or share and we try pictures in the number 18 or a crest and on what in sub beer summer sardine a dinner may die for them and me pay a jumatama or more me koya my ba me koya my ba and no and what didn't just number 18. That's why they are now opening. I'm a Braswaya Kama, Wakotoka Kretom for your name, and a titi photographer, or Pekka a trading Tansumao, and no Alvaro Carreras, where Papa one Tanano Parco, me and not me and Sa, were you totas. Pa Sincrete Scope Patumana and no actual said Yampa were bet multi player. Now Okasaka crab, then somebody to was say our Champions League or the Benfica Botia Barcelona. Now sign performance no show editor Barcelona no our Champions League no 93 and so power back about Edema Madrid and pa now we sense left back oh pa your fallen menti or your Alfred Garcia now we so competition and summer what the atu drum your judge amo na Okasafa Di Maria home said Di Maria now any teammate our Benfica now on and off the pitch Di Maria a player bia or Yadano Penasem Mamim Ramo Rafinha Naminya Rafinha Asway Emamo Rafinha on sir or Johnny Barcelona 3 years and now the first season 2022-2023 or 50 matches Emma Barcelona now out of 50 matches you know me pacho Rafinha Asha 10 goals and we 12 assists Emma come pacho me Rafinha nice one there now Rafinha that's the first season 10 goals 12 assists in the second season 2023-2024 about 37 matches on my 10 goals on my 13 assists and the last season 2024-2025 on my 57 matches 34 goals 25 assists almost so improve papa that's a performance here na me patcho and a runner Daroyo the contract no a year 65 million euros no and Joe 11:59 p.m. and a spy a ABOU a Bassadia and was a Bassadio cross no a reverse him about 1 billion euros and now per Rona Daroyo Nasa 1.65 million euros and Fanama a free channel Juko Diano Passa said what the 1 million euros and a pepper and yes I don't quiet me patro dabraka dabrato and no adeba me chama jamamom na ora fenom Hansi Flick so far players way I just also oyen in term na o speed no ma na o jomo kwai o mo en kind of plans home o try to Romeo or kind of plans home in Naki Pena Macandra Testa game Sasna Paul Victor Andreas Christensen omu players bia omu kan plans or sententem o chomu kwan no baby omu pen omu kro na ohunu omu ye adwuma no bi bia come na Rona Daroyo basa nyankomba tom sikapa ne mu ode neskan mu hwema omu pachama boy na kro boy a person watenam the maintenance say from the first day our pre-season yes no more pay their convince and Flick and pass and paying for and play an edge or person watena na o reference Flick a promoting Kodami no domapa Bako Yevan Juan Hernandez and Pedro Fernandez yes so my impressive Hansi Flick papa last me patro training session our last season and Kodani Yajuma, Emo Penani Che, and Tina, what from Somra, normally a fast me training, no pra enya kama, Mammy Pedro in a dog, no, a profue passes, na oko passa pleven Pedra, was set ne Kraman 18 birthday, ne Kraman 1 year, and to Pedri, and 18 Kraman birthday, Jaman hair, and Crofue says, ye Pebianan to Bantman Montenso. Actually, a day, Adia flexing on was say ne kramano at 1 year enti o di ne kramano birthday so at the amount and no at the door ye church among breaking the town at Jamamon not my fan to a name as a banner fan of Tiago Amanta Atletico Madrid akakrebe na omo average agreement na omo the boy na pa na Jamaica Amanta deal no a pay range of 15 to 20 million euros and Atletico Madrid betua ama boy na apa akanoma kakrebe no ma bi final details na oba na boy never Richard Rios Jamaica as a Richard Rios or a potential replacement the man Rodrigo de Paul Diameta boy no Rodrigo de Paul Ecope wadene Panasikana ni team no agent anu odem Diameta Atletico Madrid enya Richard Riosa omo be se Javi Gira omo ebetimi edinaba na wabebo adwuma mabia eswetima ye kama na Olympic Lyon esho intrason Thomas Lema na boy no Diameta se Thomas Lema so far ni sika wogenom ni wages ni so ama Olympic Marseille and Olympic Lyon so muntimi mfa no na Lyon for so mfa ne lompa ni wages so muntimi ntua ama said omo China chiti eno the dapama so a me chama breaking it down aso adama mo na awia na Frankfurt omo wa do munya Newcastle proposal na bid to buy £70 million amo pe Hugo Ekitike na eho na Frankfurt I rejected offer and buy and rejected him say Hugo Ekitike £70 million omunje omunkonom fabimra they made Liverpool for so near break some so a challenge Frankfurt person the boy no edinaba they made him as Liverpool said Darwin Nunes dump na Hilal Nassau and Napoli mope se okwa Hugo Ekitike and was so much in a bar and Tomu Yatinaba na Omuma Newcastle and Kofa boy and Fanny Mate Pirata Jamaica Newcastle almost ebe Pino Machi up prepare another bed at the crop at the point up Jamaica so far by never Alexander Isak or no so Liverpool for your break brutal and we are PM as some as some point on almost a bet me I can't dinaba or more per out our striker no more any backup and Tommy Alexander Isak who got Ikitika a papa na Jamaica as so Koroma and some Pinapa na Chelsea attacker Christopher Nkunku on it Nicholas Jackson omunyina betuma fi Chelsea nyame pa sama we am na United akache Nkunku entourage ese omo enya dansa omo mpe nemo Nicholas Jackson nyame se Chelsea enya ready ese omo pamna ko nemo mpa ne ewe ni future no otwe de Liam Delap ene João Pedro by omo yana watrawa ope bonkos onya pimo ente pasa wo se ope ba bi fa ama ebeto dwase United ekra epe Nicholas Jackson na Bamunchem a room Liverpool area 67.5 million euros a room as a compare Luis Diaz ama Liverpool are rejected almost there be 100 million euros and now and Sanwaba na boy no striker kuma na boy na catch Liverpool for so or Pesa Oko already were making it clear that the actual Liverpool was a problem in him. Or more permanent, no still test and all, or more did the required amount about 100 million euros about or a Colombian international or more permanent and no Adamita Mijamo as for Adama Mujmadian so now Real Madrid Rodrigo so far we play Liverpool for as when you are Brewan so Liverpool for some Rodrigo and your body crowd now so far Luis Diaz Rodrigo and there was some in the bar na Ninan Alexander Isak no born a quiet day Ninan said Liverpool ya say Isak a British record no person come in the bar £120 million the common Sabeka na Newcastle ya mentemi won say no munya Rodrigo and your part and famoma omusom e follow I will say biabet my camera so betu the free panabao as would not bar and no bar munchi say Luis Diaz almost so ebe prepare my sa ponche or payment no more komachi no on my permanent day on the 67.5 million euros abana o ma rejected and o mo ko prepare na o ma siapa na be come da minister na said Diaz agent as when you pray January, a person broker deal no, na still wa contacted Barcelona, a contacted Luis Diaz agent, you know. As we now train and Liverpool kofa Isaac, and I say Ikitike ba, Nebia Rodrigo ba, boy no nkadini papa, na ready there kofa sika wa hen, and I kofa Luis Diaz edina ba, into transfer dynamics, you know, aye pinso, and when you are permutation, as so Adiamamo, I'm a brass wire camera, and no Adiapa, me breaking it down, no more touching it down, no more knocking it down, as so Adiamamo, and then na Aston Villa, a Romo Alejandro Garnacho. Na Garnacho na Aston Villa, a four rum somo in the aircraft, a Villa Park, and no air so far the mete, or much interest. Na Uramo Manchester United, aside Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Titration Rashford, Anthony, Jadon Sancho, and Tyrell Malaysia, Sa Omo Pekono, player Pakwa, say the destiny, Onya Erasmus Wayland, or no so. Inter 4 years, some promise some pet, say the mate, as a sofa say, boy, no Inter for say, Juan Boni. Or my sign it in upper, and Tina Dessa Rasmus Wayland, or more penny pim, the mate sell by no sa on your Serie A, or Peco, I'm a sell Roma United, a 4 air per buyer, supporting your baby no crowd, a pay United 40, there is a Simlan, and a so fan entourage, and then I'm a home Sambilan 4 pa, or Mumma Fan Crow, never pass for any fine, and no edge tell me Jamo, na Manchester United, or more presser Brentford. Brand in Bromo, Omo Pesa, Omuye, Tuesday, a Dapperatown, and a United Coco Primo America, on that travel to America for pre-season, on Pesa way by Tuesday, point till the year done. Now, or join the team now, no more copy America for pre-season. No beer 8 year camera, and no edge tower, me jama breaking it down. As for a jama mojumatin, so you go breaking on my town. Mammy and Famam, as in some pinaba, now only say, a Chelsea players and all. A bit so far on my page on my talks, you know, a person boy in the bar, not Opabua, not be brass for a camera, and no edge free child for Lex Whopper. Ye church, I'm breaking it down. As for a diamond, not my men for went to an end. As a Chelsea, me patch so far, or move victory dominion over PS, you know, so we just an own per sponsor. Nana, on the companies, me, Kasai, or Piasa Fe, or Pema Chelsea 40 million pounds. Na Jamie said Chelsea winning FIFA Club World Cup and offers be Brenapa or mu enya shirt sponsor a better anymore a front and we 100 million pounds because we are world champions and no Diameter me Jama man. Na Chelsea winning Club World Cup and yes bonus a player beer and second 350,000 pounds and we play a beer bonus my player beer vacation pay 350,000 pounds. And no Esika, the Emma player Pia, set or Mutimabua, Amamajifa Club Walk Up, Nadiamete, and set Noni Madueke, set or Bejipi, set Onipi, I call Aqua Asem Sebe, and no and a so fire home. Na Chelsea, as some goalkeeper Robert Sanchez, statistically, almost a goalkeeper exceptional. Why a top-notch goalkeeper or much go so consider a one mistake leading to go. Normal say your boy where a top of training center or a prom ya gym working on your Liverpool for Kakra or we a gym work money fair a money a colonize one day na gym Omura Florent Vet more now try other players or unity Juma more Salah no the Egyptian king no or no SU na a gym working on and not in Sona toy Kakra or some pitch so now acquire touches Kakra no copy ball. I'm a bear coming soon na Google Gino and a team airco. I'm a bear so I fine and no edge at our ye church among na Manchester City as in the Puma or more partnership or more says since 2019 or more I stand for another 10 years 1.1 billion euros a cigar Puma at the Manchester City. I'm a Piasso Ayakama and no edge tower. Ye church among now one or more episode Janoquine, Sasson Mateo Kovacic or more person Janoquine, Oscar Bomb. Oh, really? And ultra Claudio Echeverry, Omuna a placer, Oman Tomon Pecolon, na Morgan Gibbs White, and in Northern Fogusua, a training Kakakra, so far Tottenham Dillon, Enya Emma, so Opecam the two name. As a Tottenham for when you are so activated by no, and you cross £60 million in Pone or one team year training Tottenham, and Mefana and Fananco, and no Edge Pajuve, as a Tottenham friend Pisuma, or Munyan or Metfoda, and Kaenya Bat and Famomo, and compared to Betibia, as some the point about Noba Pochuma, I'm a Piasu at Ayakama, as so at Amam and Ewotumadian so, not Mamma Fantu and them, as a Ukopima, a Timam Pamunchin, or Musu and Yabre, or Program, as a pioneer friend Rodrigo, and yet Opianwa or Panam passing Pate. Omusu eberam ese omupekwa akofano edina pano obojuma ama biaso ayekema eno edefro eba ye jejamo eso ede amamojuma je so na Manchester United ese Jadon Sancho. So far 25-year-old boy no there or some juve timi wie na boy etimi ko na okopa adwuma na biaso etimi yakama eso ede ema wo mo eno was why mistake pao and it's a mistake but a mistake by refusing Brazil and no summer or run attitude. I made that decision because I was fully committed to our Hilal project and our Hilal team and a one call Uncle Judgment and no summer opinion. As for Edia Tuga, you're breaking it down, Judge, you're breaking it down, Papa, and every ever Tessamon, as for Edimano, young Fansabra, Pepe Marota. Eso GDA eso intertimnon ese bibia ebe kama na no lang eso aba waba abedu na posa or babe ni medical na bibia so etimi aye kama eno eje tawo eso eno no aye de emamo na me pacho Kopama ni boot no ma enkrofo enfili eye Kopama ni boot no ekakra na ni boot no England logo ana mo flag ne eta ho eno eche babia yawo no ena wohwe ni kire eno enchentini put no the ball eso no kwaku mami friends na mo no ne presentation here
wow
je you baby akoba bi no
wow
Madrid da pamna when the presentation here hey Jesus Velajo the presentation no
Martin, Ken, Medase pass it. I can see a queer from Lutak is there. What Jan and Aso Abomodin Abu Jumano, Ede Amawer Bohanama de Ye Pay to me, Ama Dawood ointment, Dawood 360 capsules. Maka, Etimieta Charles, a Dua, Unya Binau, you see a Bohanama de Ye Pa, Etimiere Amana Sena Muncomono, Esiete, Mepaucho, Uyo Biane, Usisi, Yawaya, a wow, Tisse, Waposon Yamankuyi, Unko to Joya. Okonyo ya adibi na ahono obo modian yusu Dawood ointment no edi atwitwi no na on many the 360 capsules no eno na be na boana ne madeda ye pa etimi edi amana munsem no ene series tie no eyedura ejina brane ebo ejuma pa Dr. 360 capsules libi unye numfie dumiensa untimi no 360 capsules libi na ejuma de ebo bieboa mane madeda ye pa etimi ere ma de ma ni wie peye ni sa okwako ye adwumaden na wate ointment bi na washa eno nso echi wa wi adwumaden no na wa use ointment bi na 360 capsules no ori aka ho na doc ena what times bi a o say apeja 44 years na akwa no ho nsori ye recommend ne ma Dawood Herbal Hospital okoye no the next 15 minutes na dini gina so na jano aso a Dawood ointment. Oh, but I just so crapa na jazene Dr. Dawood. Ebesha ma wejia wona so na nema adaye pera ma just so crapa urwa ne achemu ewo enka ne bebi ana Metro FM ono sa abansuru ma na doc egbo ejuma fa na ma no 0244 886437 0244 886437 and 0201 681717 ne mo amano ne aya amohwe no de ya ne so obebru mojani wabo mode di sika ba fie se ye nto asase mawo ye nsi fie fa ma na nipa na kwa kodi oba untimi nyeri hu amano ne asetene den u okrodu amana pese ne oto asase oto fie ne na ye dada ana pese ne omobo mode ye nwa adwuma mawo eba ne se real estate development ɛna apɛ so ɔdo ho etimi ehye mu anase po no onso o asase bi na o ton a mepacho Millennium Construction omaba ababagbaze yesi ketua bi enso a ukra sika ketua bi a me de omona ma no tudwa betimi afre oni omo bedi nkomo washase 2000 3000 5000 de ko animu no ye bebo anya asase no quality one pa ni baby e da no area ma o pese fie na wusi a ene omo ndi nkomo ye bebo ana ne makoye pere ama danse hu ne ma bia no Millennium Construction e bomoden eton bia ye boa na ne ma de da ye pa etimi era ma 15 good years yo mo munya asem da ni nyina nzo medjuma na omo ye no ya de ho te era omo boa man kofo bebre omo de so no ani chemo kuma se bo hyen Nayal Junction omo ho a omo ebo ejuma me pa cho form number na ne omo entimi ani nkomo na ye boa na ne ma da ye pa enfama 0244 274084 0244 274084 ni omo nkasa ye be ne aboa na de so no aba metimi ere ama Millennium amuzu pi ere doc ebe ramu fidie muzampa ade no nhera nkoyi a ne siesio ne nya komeba na nkoma didi a wodo na ewura me wona so ya na mo no maka se de ya pa ne se na no wanya ne yie na woda hwa na de ote etun eno na me de be kasa ma beat ne ese ne te enwadana ne ne mani di echi maka zednei me da hoda kwa na me ti choboye mani te ya entontonu be ze du omo se ma ba be kan fatala asemunti no omo peja mentama ne de kora me se hey mo ene me ne mo ha ena me bo mo de age fatala insecticide spray ne call ni bi na me bo mo de spray ni gu ho no ekum omo no na ma dem no eheham me da ye na me da na fom na nya de keto akra na de tie ne se ekum ntontom ekum ntatia ekum kakape ekum nsongroso ekum ntafre na ejuma bo no eye too much makazo restaurant aba no pa na fatala insecticide spray na de bi eguo ebebo modin apam once na ni nyina mo amoto nuano omonte no munyusu omko no so at 12 solid hours na jeze bowusie sa eboa manema de da ye pa etimi ere mamo kama pa dine no ko na kokoji bi na eboa manema nkoye na enwadana eha adwen se wanya na omi mu no na de na kofie ni ebo bi tu eche no emboa timo a ene emu provision shop no monfa number we na e fatala eno ana abadwama so 0599 315600 0599 315600 fatala in insect out mamenko no on your Facebook page ono me hwena me didi nkomo kakra eren kofo messages a omodi ababa be ramu na yenko yenim na nema ended ye paint me enfama was the Aaron Mensa Koto good afternoon Abu and Lou Takin they and the Fakye Sports Crew breaking news and about more blah on Arsenal. I'm enjoying the best sports show live from GOPDC Limited, Kade Eastern Region. Bruno in Cisco are the Ineos of Manchester United doing this transfer window. They should be smart in signing in order to strengthen the team. Greeting to us in Paul, SHS teachers, Kowa Sakra Kano Bomode, Letimieri Fiaba, Ebabe Rome, Manema Koyepa, Edema. Good afternoon once again. In fact, we the Manchester United fan doesn't win a trophy that organized and implemented and dedicated for the first time in the history of the football club. Chair, how can this side of Chelsea score this PSG by 3 goals to 0? Mario let me say this star message in your cray. The Odifi Taguna City deba Ebabi Ram. Easy done. Good afternoon, Abu. Update on Real Madrid Luta Moya Drona. And I Kunsukojo Crow more fire. And I feel Bombe Fa Evans. Need to watch you live inside Jiapa. Upper West region, and I'm enjoying your sport most across Ghana. Keep it up. God bless you all. This Evans here, do Vicent, also one brother from one brother of mine who is called Wala. A twist has not been giving me a single piece to live ever since they won the Club World Cup. It is truly definition of anxiety and stress. Kafra Enyeri Omonsa Anomote Robert Lewan. Hi Luther, I'm Lewandowski. Watch you live from our commandant. Keep the fire burning. Odami Adu Paul Senior. Now, good day, Abu. The show is loud and clear inside shell phones and accessories. Akuntumra, Moni Jumapa, hashtag Chelsea, coming bigger and stronger. You're the on Philip Kwabri Kasem. Abu, please more update on Krobia Kumasi Asante Koroko. Greetings to my daughter, friend Paul Mansu, Charles Felix, and my mother, Antimer of Geneso. You're the on Benji, Nation. from Francis Ewa. We still celebrating our victory. Chelsea. The Bruce. Greetings, Honorable Wisdom, Osebwama, Okunko Mamsi, Chima, Wabieja, Sal, no Bomodin, Eddie Eramo, Bright Kofi Edu, and so a Bomodira. I'll see these Ticos. Please, I'm Ticos, watching the show live at Takwa Aboso. More Chelsea transfer update, and I'm famous TK official. I'm waiting to hear Darwin Dashing Nunez, and I feel Asuma, Augustin Balak, great performance, ball standard Luca. Kwakude that, Bomodia Luta Ken Odiramo, Malami Ayakemek, blue is the color, football is the game, we all together. Winning is our aim. Kobe Fazio or William Escaliot. Decision was the best to stay. Moving to Barcelona wasn't the right option. Asiedu Bernard, Chelsea is the best club in the world right now. No club else. Is your guy, Asiedu Bernard, teacher at Kumau, Bodoma say, ABOU, you guys are doing a great job. Please update me on Messi Barcelona. I got the name Maruf, aka Pau Kubasi. Greetings to all my group members. Love Circle, Matthew Omojoso, Rocky Allen. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. This Rocky former for Wamahini so keep the fire burning. Football is blue. And Peter Pages. As you are live inside Kankwanta, in fact, you guys are doing a fantastic job. And greeting goes to my boss, Ricardo Varas, and you all from our pages in Kankwanta. And Odifibaye Azuma Filippo. Update on Real Madrid. Kojo Ntiamwa Pizarro. Or the fire emojis nearby Abdullah Aishetu. Good afternoon, Fakye TV. More update on Madrid and Barcelona. Ajia Jeremiah Ben. Raul Asensio is better than Kubasi. Ajete Soa. Enough of Chelsea news, please. Minim Luther Bear Chelsea news Dudobia. Any idea anywhere. Nana Kojo Ofoli. Also, please, why is Real Madrid about to sell Frank Garcia? Immediately resign Carreras. And Ajia Jeremiah Ben once again. Kamavinga is better than Pedri. Prince ABOU. Good afternoon, Abu. Congratulations to the Black Queens team for the win yesterday. Joe Lalas, and so the love emojis, blue color, no deba, Ebabe Ramo, Baba Abdul Rahman. And so, Master talk about blues. Chelsea, oh, and Patrice Kofi Botinho. Nediano, good afternoon, Abu. This Mensa Abrampa. That Mensa Abrampa guy is super player. The Obo Modiereba, Ebabe Ramno, Kwakuri, good afternoon, Abu. Want to live from Doma West in Kankwanta. DJ Pablo, I'm DJ Pablo from Obuase. Happy birthday to my lovely dad, Malik Mohammed. Good afternoon to you, good work done. Today is my birthday, +1 today. Malik, happy birthday, and Timmy and Fama, kama pa. And the also, Odi Erome, one Tiana, Yana, Okitu, maybe your phone a cradle. O message you bet me about on the WhatsApp line 020754 3737. On Facebook, Fakye TV, or searching on Satoswa, Wabomodina, what join the show, what like, what share, what comment, and Abuana Nemaquera, Madame okay, maybe I have your phone about Nankobono, Atwasu 80 Medamamo.
And Fabian Ruth, even to the extent of João Neves. These two guys should do it very well. Then you give the free role for Moises Caicedo to operate in the central midfield. That time, he wasn't a static midfielder for the side of Chelsea Football Club. Somebody will go into the starting lineup of PSG. They also play similar 4-3 system, but sometimes some more transitional. They play the 3.
Boating. Me and Centroni, Menima Busiadi, a balance tonton, and the Mwawa Caseni Womudia, Yanawatan Kanta, Yapai, Esanse, Yadi Fatala insecticide spray and coil, and a coal. Nadia Kume, our Fatala Honeste, a Jankera, a witchy. Kwanan so osa, don't read, do ansana asa, a face so, and Pumusia cry. Fatala insecticide spray and coil, and yana our memu babia, stores and ketua, any akasianemo, a boost to say, chapeau, babia will be a, yet the big cushion more brewa, Yanja was she, Anne, a free. Fatala in, insect out.
FDA, Ajay, Atum.
4-3 tactical system for themselves. So you get Nuno Mendes, Berardo, Marquinhos, Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves, Desire Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia in attacking force for PSG Football Club, and they did very well. But this is Chelsea. 4-3-3 now, the tactical lineup. That wasn't the only year on the field of play. So move in the sense of low block press now. In the system of pressing, we have the deep pressing, we have the high press, and we have the low block pressing. Over here, Chelsea Football Club needed to apprehend themselves in the low block pressing for that particular football club. And look over here. They are getting close to about 5 solid defenders at the backyard of their defensive structure. And to unya this particular 5 solid defenders, and then they get 3 midfielders in the midfield and 2 attackers in the opposite in the central midfield for Chelsea Football Club. It tells you, say, the quality nature of Enzo Maresca to defend and make sure, say, Sawobo against PSG Football Club, they try as much as possible to exploit their wingers in most of the spaces of into the attacking third. It is also Hanuma. Chelsea have been able to cover most of these half spaces in the defensive structure for Chelsea Football Club. 3 solid midfielders. Guys, here the air dropping in deep. You get Rich James and Enzo Fernandez trying to make sure, say, they will actually Chelsea Football Club. Not only about Chelsea elbow the low block pressing, but when it comes to some of the things that we dominate in the midfield, it is about Chelsea. So, Bobo, now so person who control the ball very well. You should pack a lot of things within your midfield. So, Chelsea bought the 5 solid midfield, solid defenders at the back. We should expect, say, as wing backs and sometimes as double wing backs and as inverters in the midfield just to support Moises Caicedo, Rich James, and even the side of Enzo Fernandez in that particular midfield for Chelsea Football Club. And they did very well. Samedo Flippler got the second one. Now, this is it. Makacho saw about the 5-3-2 system. But in this particular picture, when Chelsea wants to transition themselves into the attacking third of their opponent's half, they make sure that they will change from the 5-3-2 system to the dynamo midfield using the long-range passes into the attacking third. This is Chelsea. Mark Ukrela coming into the midfield. You get Rich James who has a static number 6. This is the opposing free role of Moises Caicedo. The catch was Moises Caicedo ruled the man under Enzo Fernandez and run, and Enzo Maresca and run. He should find himself as the free role operator in the central midfield for Chelsea Football Club. They told us that free role, the man, and said, when it comes to other things, on which man drop your body, but PSG able a rotational football policy. You will get Vitinha at any moment in time, but me a rotate Akobo as a traditional number 8. You get Fabian Ruiz at any moment in time, he can play as a typical number 10, and then you get Ousmane Dembele, he can easily drop in to also play as a typical number 10. Hi, good afternoon, Fakye for this Mango. Please, is it true that Nico Jackson is being linked to Manchester United? If that's true, Mango, the Abu Futri, Vesila, Achero, be okay, clear. Or say, hello, Cromusina, or German. Nico Jackson, you play out, play Munebito. Nico Jackson, why you in there? The Mango on the messenger or the Eramu Ewo no. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Icon Living. Watch you live from what you guys are offering fantastic service. We are proud of you. That's it. Also the other buyer. Good afternoon, Abu. Optimistic boy from ABOU for Real Madrid should find a better centre back, quality creative midfielder, and stop killing Chiatins, and they are no crepa. Good afternoon, Abu. In fact, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Greetings to all the crew, especially my favorite analyst, Ricardo Vaz. I'm Nana Misa from Akim Oda, Naiza Oda Manso Nordifi. Good afternoon. My name is Clement in Japan, and I'm watching live from our Fumbim. Good job. Greetings to all Chelsea fans. Update on Chelsea, the Blues, Udon Abeba, and a good evening, Abu, and you sport pundit. I really like your sports presentation. I've never missed your sports presentation. You people are really doing a good job. And I'll one day join you at the studio if permission will be granted. God richly bless you. I'm Ibracadabra, watching live from Offenso Kokoti Zongo. Abib, and I mean, Mrekramon, Komobi Dintino. I was a me baby a sharp near there. Say, Bibi Aboko there.
The best club in the world, Sochiao, or supporters in our Sochiao. You are sitting in our football team. I'm so much out. I'm Judy so here. I'm so here. See, so here they are, Matt Tomojoso. Young go home.
Name him,
Bagu. And running me upon you know, Naman and I'm in 10 times in a manico ball I deal with. So Chelsea is not just currently the best team in the world. But in the 21st century, they are the biggest or the most successful English football club in the 21st century. It is said the Kotoko Pride in the African club of the 20th century, according to IFAB4 and I say IFWHS4 no ranking no on the amount on we credit Kotoko. See here, because the 21st century, we call UK and I say England. Clubs are umusia kind. There is none that can put themselves. So when it comes to trophies, are a yet recognized by FIFA, UEFA, and all other bodies are more recognized trophies are a yet important. There are some of the trophies are a ceremonial. And you encounter fanka recognized trophies, but they are recognized the major trophy and modern about any Chelsea the production bit me up woman now on my really now Chelsea have 21 major honors in the 21st century. So 18, Liverpool 17, now about ABD Arsenal for 9. So when it comes to 21st century, yeah, you go me yeah, di munko say UK, England and come on yedia. They are not just current best team in the world. Century now, they are the best English team. My president Eddie Akobi and says, "See, so England for a meeting. Say Spain for ne do omo de kesiaba, Germany for do omo de kesiaba. So 21st century win it. Now so England for present to be dinakwa. You are picking Chelsea, and I think that they deserve every sort of praise. And in Zimbabwe, Eddie Akobi. Now roll the next one for me. Levi Cowell na didn't come after said. Omoje Club World Cup. Now read what Levi Cowell is saying. Say, this is the biggest trophy I've ever won. I think the Club World Cup will be bigger than the Champions League, and we are the first to win it. Kweku, say implementation and a plan. FIFA for and Nema omupese omuyeno. If all is supposed and as omunyan said you omope, ne go as planned. I think as a national teams. Now we didn't come out. Trophy being and the most important trophy are the biggest. That is the FIFA World Cup. And I say many trophies are obedient. So obedient one FIFA World Cup trophy, that person is regarded as will be achieve something very, very important when it comes to football. And Levi Cowell is telling us that now FIFA for a go with the same tangent when it comes to World Cup, because World Cup you're born every 4 years. Now the Club World Cup also in every 4 years, and you're Club World Cup. And he say it may be implemented and also Martin Samna Jenny Infantino any FIFA for any catcher say after see a year no or much more than 1 billion when it comes to Sika Umunya Eddie Free American competition as singing. So more timia your money my no matter I say teams now on participating no and Kobase drew a stake to say they are for yeah Baba good name ebe inviting for just by invitation near my qualification now on merit. So the teams 32 now when move 31 no on merit no near making sure so the best from each continent and everybody just like here World Cup the best from each continent and ever bought the FIFA World Cup. I believe I've second with Levi Cowell in no and come to say Rafinha and in Barca for no more because Barcelona and qualify and could be in and they are here because Barca Nigeria trophy now I'm very sure Senka Rafinha and in the Barca for in any bed ebeji Bibia we shall say our backlash. But so we are able to make sure so we maintain the now the consistency above. Now we improve upon 1 or 2 things be from the beginning I think that in the next be 10, 20 years if FIFA 8 me implementing siketi me bum na clubs no e dey ahodi be ru e be overtake the UEFA Champions League. Because we are seeing you benya house of folk or hobby. To go there and represent the continent Africa. So I think I cannot agree with him any further than to say sincere idea. People will disagree with him. But
World Cup, your boss
yes, your boy Euros. Your boy come about for
the World Cup. We could be. But we know the only difference in the ones that DBA and Shasi are winning
attention. So
we get it to a point. We do be beer. They may be who has in a Kotoko no. A bit cheaper, but the man is expandia. A man is who Abia Ghana champion. Yeah. And Concobo be a Senegal champion. Me and her in a Binian Fanny. And those are what World Cup chance here. And chance here time you're more qualified. It be an invitation near the other. Tibe be 100 years time. Oh, no.
We don't ask the quarter. So, what the Champions League are called you?
What's that? Call your Mashwana. 100 years.
Marking scheme of home.
Why
Magnum 100 years. We are reaching back 300 and
no, what would your mama consider on and say? Who's there?
Now walk up by the
say,
and if you fact club or the mama consider 100
still.
Got it now, she name deba. Unze World Cup as in 1930. 30 no first time I got you cool no. 2006. How many years no?
1930, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000. That's a 76 years.
Azana Ghana. Yeah. And then we're crying their names and
I make this woman. Ghana could be a bed. Was it a private name be a bit me pass?
Who's that? It's a bibu can me. Obiano bit me a convince me say. Sab tournament na akwa na nye no na the biggest.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
And ABOU edition we move so champions. Yeah. And yes, Kasemi is the biggest.
Special one, minim India special one story you. We are story I mean no so na wow.
Sir. The biggest because continent BR representing the rest no boy. Kwa what they mention. So I don't ba mu say na ya na sa na eko. But you get to a point e be say e ba mu to say World Cup na e ba mu a and they be a better coefficient to North Africa. Yes, Atana Ghana, Kotoko has be a Koba Africa, Konamika, Kratina Pija. That's 100 years in there, no bum. At your bums are an Akazo, Ghana champions, a Kotokono. Or no crowd, be a Senegal champion, being Kobo playoffs. And one you film. And to home and away, no. Say, we had the Senegal, no way to a Romedua. There's a balate, one day, and why you film. I do what I say. Yeah, but
I cannot agree much better than Liverpool and Arsenal. Moving from them who's a Sky for reporters, Newcastle for I catch Liverpool for so winning. No, most time from a phone, so catch them say Alexander Isak. No, I'm open now. Someone be catch them. The Liverpool air channel. The attention is up so could who go get ticket and come on. Was like Newcastle at the 70 million I call for a ticket my rejected. Now, when I realized I'm here convinced with Liverpool, but I can say that sometimes transfer and you maybe say any woman transfer any economy. They can just say Liverpool or here Liverpool Sikano. But and come on now, yet from reliable sources, a report to say Liverpool want to offer a lot of money. ABOU or Professor, yes, they need Alexander Isak. Nobody can tell us that Newcastle ain't here Isak. Isak as a player need Liverpool platform maybe necessary. When you look at Aquadam and what they want, any baby I want move with Eddie free from the Spanish Premier League joining Newcastle in the 2022-2023 season. Now where the numbers are boy in Eddie Newcastle in the 3 seasons are one thing when I want to judge strikers. I had that we come person mediation any data say any party data they say oh find a graph now saying the city will be a map a decline and answer a course to do baby and answer perform but for 3 seasons in a row now the production a bit me boy with the stars of our friends Alexander Isak in his debut season in the Premier League the 2022-2023 season. When you look at the numbers are boy a player moving from one league to the other or by one may join Chelsea and one may join Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, and us, and none of the big 6 teams. No? Because when you look at the numbers on your screen, to see say, a player in the first season, 22 games in the Premier League, only as many as 10 goals in his debut season for Newcastle. In the FA Cup, 4 matches, and boy, when you go in now, or the making sure so end this season. Now, moving to the next season. And the second season, I don't know when I started the season very well, pre-season, everything with club at FSA Newcastle. Look at the numbers. 30 games in the Premier League, 21 goals with 2 assists. So we were better the initial one, more than 100%. When the first season, when you had 10 goals, this time around, or they call 21, what it means is that 11 more goals, and the Ababeka Jumana, or in the first season. In Champions League, they played 5 games. That was the season. I'm about Champions League. Only 1 goal or at the moment. FA Cup, 2 goals in 4 games. And then EFL, 1 game, 1 goal. And Unya Edema Newcastle just ended season. Yeah, both area. We had 34 games, 23 goals. So what it means is that every single season in the Premier League, the numbers or tries or better the previous one. Now, Obiba Busa say a dear in Liverpool, here, a branch of friends Alexander Isak, because Omo Darwin Nunes, Omo Louis Diaz, Omo Mohamed Salah, Cody Gapta players are Omaka Mohamed Salah who will Liverpool anymore. Liverpool are tear their back once. Baby, a generous is here, the Liverpool ending, they say, season a year by Beruamuno, Alaji, and ye Alaji of 2 seasons ago. Mohamed Salah, no, on yet the more Salah of 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. Age, catching. Ye can last season, or my numbers, but the numbers 90 young and Drew Stager, na Liverpool epic. They brought in strikers almost full, say, after Bobby Firmino, any Saudi money, bet me up one. I'm on my numbers, not so any, but young in the idea, don't say, Cody Gapo, and ye will be our convincing Liverpool when it comes to numbers. Darwin Nunes and convince Liverpool when it comes to numbers. Luis Diaz and convince Liverpool when it comes to numbers. The old Jota there, young cannot say because he's no more there. So Liverpool need Obia in the absence of Mohamed Salah, a situation whereby Salah is not able to give them the 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago performance now or done it. And you be as more Salah said to enter. Can we get another player who will complement the team, the attacking department with another 20 goals at ABOU? They need a proper center forward, and they believe that. And that's the Premier League, who didn't come up with 2 top center forward. Obo Ellen Haaland, the other next team Obo Alexander Isak. Why don't they go there, try everything? If they get him, Champions League, they stand a chance of winning, and then in the Premier League, they stand a chance of defending. Now, no, we can say we are. Say, open your friends and slot. First season, what G League at the Liverpool by no on the G, Jardim Club na G League. Why would I say that? Because a Jardim Club a Jimana Ujadi tone and Obet Wasso. This is the season, I feel a year one season. So he will need players who can also accept and also adapt to a new Jimana or to be able to complement the existing team and more worker. And I believe that Alexander Isak is a proper player. Liverpool Enyana, their dream say Ombe Abuom. Omanya who go eketi kedie on a difference be him. And yes, I'm respecting him. He's a good player. But 70 million rejected from Newcastle. Who could try 80 million, 90 million for Ugo Eketika. Now, so you're 120 and if I Isaac.
Martin Sepa, Kwagu Bibia Boko. Ah, Minimro, Tino Kunina, me check him out.
Oh, Miss Bradley.
Minimro,
Craft, and
now, I can happy 1 year to you guys. Update me on Manchester United transfer. I'm Junior Wadoni from Nkoko Kwamang. Really love your presentation. Keep it up. Get us it. No, they are also or the buy. Good afternoon, Abu. Everyone should watch out for United this season. Hey, Abraham is going to win us the Premier League, Champions League, and the FA Cup. Now, Champions League, Bobio. Although this is not a prediction, but reality. Neurotransmitter from Pujos, Kofoidia. And on the Ramamochu live inside Jirapa, Western region, Upper West region. You guys are fantastic. I really enjoy your analysis. Keep it up. This is still Evans, yeah. And also Eddie Ebai, all the way, but I'm for the Dino and Ramu. Hello, Abu, we are glued to our TV set because you and your team will give us the latest update in sports. Pastor Ike Church of Adolfo, Papa, Yamin Shia, Papa, Kwawu.
Opani,
let me be added them.
Oh, Yamiadom, maybe I find out.
Come up,
oh, yeah.
Shame, who pa, shake a crab, Naquambro, no maba.
Babwana, Macam, headmaster, you a year, Nase.
Okay.
Come up, on the only scout to meet you. And yada, but Mamma Fakye was now a show Wanipa. The open here, friend, a pious. See where the Mawa Chabrant here. I'm wishing a happy birthday, and any birthday.
And I boss birthday.
Yeah, boss.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. He's one of the people that for inspire me here because be business. Now say work for business for fraud, still won't give you up. Makes me feel him pie. Nti sabi finish. Kwaku. Minya adin komodi afa ku on some more kan edify the FIFA Club World Cup. Na enemy busa question bi. Meaning said definitely people will want to answer questions, fear anyhow and no man interest here. Your bosses, you officially Sunday in the 2024-2025 season, a ban a year. Game be able to be able to be 2025-2026 season. So I was going through no more back, I'm saying, We've seen teams they've given us outstanding performance. But McTinat came in Tonto, no, and then in penny for between Tonto, meaning 9 teams in 9 weeks. Now, Mamusa question, no. Who had the best season in 2024-2025? Chelsea were Barcelona were Paris Saint-Germain were Liverpool were. Yeah, but we didn't come on later. But I have a summary of almost season. Where you Liverpool? Liverpool in the 2024-2025 season. A new season for a new coach. Uriah friend and a slot. Over 5 team where now a drum before another 4 man. Near see Liverpool budget a quadruple. Liverpool budget trouble. Saturday, yeah. Liverpool corning Sansa. But he came in, spent little because Kies and Kwane by Onumpo, he wasn't a starter for Team FN Liverpool. But this was what he was able to achieve. He win the encounter Champions League. He need free run of 16 FA Cup, or free quarter finals, Carabao Cup, or free third round FA Community Shield and so or sign finish a runner up to Team FN Manchester City. Then you come to Paris Saint-Germain. They had one of the seasons Paris Saint-Germain for DIABY. This was a fine season because 4 trophies no in the 2024-2025 season. They won the Ligue 1, Coupe de France, Trophy the Champions, UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history. When almost started, so much invested so much in their team. Last season, said the Equamuno, almost entry team. So, he 4 major trophies and a team of Paris Saint-Germain. Almost San Kratos second, FIFA Club World Cup Nazi. Almost summer of the season. No. Then you come to Team FN Barcelona. A season that Barcelona was a good season. They sacked their legend before that season, 2024-2025 season. A legend that they hold him in high esteem. In fact, Nyomanye, Jani was able to win them something. Omasakino. Uriah friend were Hansi Fleckaba, a new person or by Spain, Ukraine, Catalonia for one come Then he started the season, a fine season for that matter. He won 3 trophies over Fiewa, Mitre Spain. Everything that also been, he was able to win. La Liga or Copa de Rey, Super Copa de España, and also Jenica. So 3 trophies of that season. They drew middle of the season, they became the laughing stock. Every single person was laughing at Chelsea because we felt to say Chelsea are to still they need more years to make sure that they are giving us the results we saw over Abramovich and then the charge to the match with Chelsea. But they finished 4th in the Premier League. They qualified for the Champions League. UEFA Europa Conference League. Omako Akoji FIFA Club World Cup against Paris Saint-Germain, a team that envy, and I say envious of every single team. Everybody now wants to be like Paris Saint-Germain because of football in India. This is Chelsea's best season since 2021. If my memory serves me right, now Now I come back to my question. Kogu, looking at Nyoma Ediaguhui in some more yakin, who do you think he had the best of seasons? Chelsea 2 trophies. Well, 2 trophies in the international trophies. 1, ye di hunkomo, the special one di hunkomo say, untimin gase ye trophy kesiye. Even someone in Chelsea starter feels a bigger than the UEFA Champions League.
But UEFA Europa Conference League ni wakoje. Yeah, the maiden edition. FIFA Club World Cup, Virgin Cup, Chelsea akwakoje. So your momoni looky unique.
Okay.
But all the bad PSG and I made the amami yo mono. Boy, by no credit. Still
Chelsea. Chelsea. Chelsea.
Chelsea. Because is it because of you being a Chelsea fan?
They are the best club in the world. They have and they are as I call Olympic Games. So Oje Silver the no BG gold back when the gold ne peg was original. And say you know to say the FIFA Club World Cup is now the biggest club we are ahead of the Champions League. Finito, that's all.
The match though. We will come at Timber.
Eddie dear, but on say I give you first time be and yana and one year me wo at also. I'm not saying it's a Club World Cup. It's not that kind of competitive competition. It's a competitive competition. But a whoop competition yabo for quite a number of years, and the brand alone speaks volume more than whatever competition apart from FIFA Club World Cup. It's a UEFA Champions League.
So with this, you are telling me to go for Paris Saint-Germain.
I'll go for Paris Saint-Germain.
Fantastic.
Now we know play of the world best.
Yes.
Ballon d'Or. And they're not very reflective on the result.
So who did not know Chelsea almost season no munya no. Said American. Or my a good season in between seasons.
But do you know say Kupama ever follow with the top 10 Ballon d'Or, you know?
He's likely to be there.
Yes.
He's likely to be there.
Chelsea
can win Ballon d'Or.
Chelsea may win Premier League now. Kupama Ebema Dembele
tough time.
What you say? Okay. So ni nyina na summarize ni nyina e ba bi si ade ba koso. On alt na e ba no. So on gabo na e da. Sure. Osman Dembele. Ni nyina on e summarize. Chelsea had a very good season. And o check in man o mo je man show we asem neka. Sa you see e na PSG for na je no. Maza, meda no ntie on. O mo ba Club World Cup no kro mo de ba.
Sa Chelsea so koyo de be ko.
Asem na me kana me so ntia se.
Me ti da wo kana se.
Esumbo pa.
E de map Paris Saint-Germain for.
Uze Club World Cup e be born 4 years dia. So oji amu edu. But this is a competition and you say kind of the ultimate. The ultimate.
Yes.
Club World Cup na fe na ye ba be company aka won share man say. But me for me for now the biggest club a year.
But him ranking the message via Facebook. I say the moment the word world comes in, it's ahead of anything.
Yeah, we agree on that. But say sometimes you know, it is a ranking the FIFA ranking. Belgium could be like world number 1. But not the performance and reflection. Chelsea could be the current best team in the world. But what you also 10. Does that make it easier Chelsea? World number 1 for 4 years. I agree on that because Minia Chinye bi on no. Obebo badge no 4 solid years. But that 4 solid years, it could be the Chelsea Bebo UCL. Endurance system. But still he is the best in the world. Badge no here then. Did I make concept ranking based on performance here they call. Say Real Madrid team about Champions League. One Omondu baby Babos are still UEFA coefficient.
No,
depending on the previous years, you know, points now what brogu that.
And this was a new format. This season was a new format. And PSG in Nigeria.
Kwaku, what can say na DIABY? But Chelsea had the best of seasons. Chelsea had the best of seasons. Since 2021, they've had one of the best seasons and above DIABY. If you look at what they've been through, no more Macomb, and for them to come out, they finished 4th in the Premier League. At the point in time, we never gave them that chance.
First season.
Yes, Enzo Maresca. Looking at all these things, now you didn't come away, you know. It makes me make this statement that people may feel say unpopular. Kupama deserves the Ballon d'Or more than Dembele. The Ballon d'Or more than Dembele.
Why you are
when we the boss of the game. That's how you do come. And Mom Young say a trophies and the ultimate tournament.
Now we agree on that, but
of course.
Chelsea apart from the Club World Cup. Apart from
the Conference League.
Now Conference League is so change.
That be also change.
There is a player who can say me tournament in a Club World Cup. Me say Kupama too much is playing and me say our best player no the man no doubt no. A player to prove a point in a grand finale, it deserves something better.
Semi-finals, you prove finals.
What
conference finals,
something better for that.
This is the player that won the man of the match award in the Europa Conference League. In the FIFA Club World Cup, he won the best player and he won the man of the match award.
We are
talking based on points.
They are both Champions League year. Osman Dembele wasn't the best player of Champions League, right?
No, Alain was the best player.
In the Champions League.
Yeah, he was the best player. Dembele was the best player.
Fantastic.
And Desiree Doué was the young best player.
Okay, fantastic.
It puts him there. Now, Kopama did the best player in the Conference League. Asaf did the best player in the Club.
Even in the final.
Conference League,
we all took Dembele took part in Champions League. Kopama was out.
You see, apart from BBI Kasa about the club level system, sometimes you know me who say the only thing they push Lamine Yamal if this debate you know say you Rafinha film no your performance on putting up the moment national team. Do you understand?
Yes.
Say Lamine Yamal team day Spain for no edge sa UEFA Nations League ka we no who bomb rough.
Yes,
but the back national team Yamal was to say be nye who sabi ko win the trophy no. But this same player so go UEFA Nations League no edu semi-finals after England 48 team ako.
Of course.
And I will cry England no quite of late no starter.
No,
starter.
Not a bench.
Why they won't come imagine now tomorrow. But we are talking about players that they've had standout performance.
Oh, you're controversial too, man.
I'm not controversial.
Ballon d'Or debate, man.
What makes me controversial?
No.
We are talking about numbers. FIFA Club World Cup. Yes, World Cup. One American say World Cup. No, the biggest competition ever. That is why you can't watch them FIFA the biaba for clubs. Chelsea Jakwakoji. He made them the best club. Kopama stood up in the game. And he made sure, say, overall best player, they merely took part in the tournament.
Ballon d'Or, shall see in the year,
Ballon d'Or.
Me memory known to me, but just say, unless I check.
It was 50s or then.
Yeah.
50s or then. So, like,
Oh, you know,
or 50s or World Cup shall say 1930.
Kaimami.
50s or now. But Mumwa Munamoma Yam Kuichika. At that time, Krana player cannot perform in the world stage, international level. Says I know about no budget. And Cristiano Ronaldo in Messi at Roma.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we made an addition. For player so Kwaku, you know, who say they are top 10 or Bebum by winning in the mental.
But still, I'm kind where I stand. Just G2 trophies there. But one trophy, no, a bit where trophies are Paris and Yemen Jim Bebe 3. If you are talking about league, finishing fourth in the Premier League, you can compete with winning the French League. If you want to compete,
starting 56, Stanley Matthews.
If you want to go,
Farmers League in the power back in England. That's a new idea to us for years. No, I mean nobody can compete. Me typical example, Nippon was England League, Farmers League by Ellen Holland. Or Germany, no, and a Germany and for or by England League, no, for league in it to say a normal league in which you go come back as a team no day or Bolintia. And no, mostly Germany for no Farmers League, Yajiatu. France for Farmers League, Yajiatu. And I'm only on mobile shares and your chance in a babette team. And you understand? So, Kopama issue and then they are Kopama, the Ballon d'Or,
they've been a team or Marseille, Arsenal. Or Liverpool. Or maybe I'm off with Jack home. But Chelsea stood toe to toe against them and decided to rubbish everything they've done the whole season. They reduced them to nothing.
Power Haku Pama Pai Mauricio Pochettino.
One day.
Saka season, or team the Chelsea by Champions League more, and Chelsea bought Champions League, even quarter final and semi finals. Can the English PR and how be pushing?
So me personally, it's not about the way. I think Chelsea had the best of seasons, and they are probably Paris and maybe twice. Now, I had a league for next year, but Kopama still in the Ballon d'Or conversation because Karim Lamine Yamal. The numbers was not impressive, sir.
Yeah, when it comes to goals and assists, Kopama this is
and affecting games in a positive way. No any numbers be a bro. So Kopama, if you want to go back in the Premier League, goals plus assists, make mama double figures. Probably. Kopama this
first mommy
oh we first one.
My show, bro. My show. Why is the name on commodity? Now Kumrana Ricardo Vaz there. Why not say we eat Chelsea for? Maju club work can look around some the most I ever ballon d'Or. And I can't come early 3 or 4 scab moment.
No, but you say
Abiba.
Say your campaign is like Ballon d'Or. No, I'm not convincing you. But I decided big games. I'm at Barcelona 90, of which season in 9 goals, 6 assists. In La Liga, Kopama goes and assists more than that.
What about major competition free? Major competition, no. But we a baller.
Jenny baller.
Na conference league yes
Then man here baller.
Conference league.
Then man here baller.
Now conference league team papa bia bobi. Be 3 years later.
Na team small match say omo
teams be to so 8 wo kuro man na me ball tournament. You see and then match Chelsea there. And big deal no. He played 8 or whatever league. Yanko be man 3 or 4 na ka was em run na de ba na nyina
What can I for Chelsea?
Ghana Premier League.
No one for the post clubs. As Chelsea say PSG 3 first. No one for the post 2 say. Chelsea show 8 or Conference League. Mo say na no one na then on massa. Respect FC no one.
So me ba. Say Chelsea unqualified for the UCR. Kawaju we next season so me bo Champions League.
They become about champions more.
But he anything na ka hu bi.
All Ghana Premier League teams you know.
Oh yes.
Omu nyina
Comedy.
Conference League they work for.
But what said you no dey no watch na 3. Watch them more than na 3
Conference League.
And so one you can imagine.
Now we more than no Conference League to be our team dinda.
But we could obviously
yanko. Akofa we be my Ballon d'Or. Hey, England rebels. Na give you over.
But me are naturally cool permanent Kasade. So I don't say no because I said Chelsea almost set up. He is one of my favorite players, and then he is a good baller.
England they play about opening anymore.
He's a good baller. He's a good baller.
Number who na no James. Obi anymore.
But the other, I think it's FC Barcelona. I was say Omone Lami Yamal Ekasaye. Didn't say Ekasa. Over the weekends, I know him say Club World Cup final. Be him say Lami Yamal is celebrating the 18th birthday, and in that particular 18th birthday, Wakofa Sebi in Kophobia, in the Spanish law, any who coins or form and as who coins appear the birthday. I say it is not necessarily. Said Lami Yamal 18th birthday were inviting a lot of people, and those people now were invited into his 18th birthday. And some of the people are to me from so omiye pygmies and I said omiye dwarfs are omo emra sebi yana e bindi omo kakra. Unse ye kuro hanom no sebi nkofo no ye from akutia fo no. Ena Lami Yamal esese omo e no call ni 18th birthday or celebrate here. Now they kono already know a lot of reports eba say so omura and as a baby obedi the birthday no any who kwans will be taking pictures and as a videos of what will happen around that particular area and as a scenes are ebekoso el birthday na say but pictures about bontin say or the nkrophobia from said dwarfs and as a pygmies ekoye say be omun kodi djuma emfa mo no Lami Yamal. But in the Spain law and as in the Spanish law no sometimes no people are omu in the kasana nkrophobia share that form say as entertainment purpose say nkrophobia yen form mbra no mbegi na yen sre. And they feel say all those omu living with disability and no disability no omu living with no. And now there's this kind of law in 2013. Obi biara owo krom honma owo sika. I'll bet try as much as possible. So obi making mockery of these dwarfs. Say omu eye birthday so omu any other entertainment thing. No obi invite omu obi making mockery of them no. Or he can be easily fined up to 1 million euros. And I say $1 million. I'll meet my fine. And that was the moment, of course, so this is the thing that, I mean, your board. So the Spanish law, the Spanish law prohibits using people with disabilities, including those with dwarfism, for entertainment in a way that mocks or ridicules them. This is based on the general law on the rights of persons with disabilities and aims to protect the dignity of individuals with disability. Specifically, the law prohibits or shows or recreational activities that could be seen as disrespectful or discriminatory. Violations can lead to significant fines up to 1 million euros. So who could use this kind of people in entertainment and as a recreational facilities? Yeah. It is seen as a making mockery of them and as a already kill Sankrofona or metima final close to about 1 million euros. So Munchoa, Betima Basem, and Lami Yamal Hona Basem. Lami Yamal in Pebia, all those over 18 years, but then the kind of precedent are all set currently in the FC Barcelona team. No, Sebastian Penifono and Shahun Kasaye. That's what I'm going to Kasa, I'm Pepe Yantuya. Ne next future project or move projecting and say he could become the face of FC Barcelona and then he could easily win Ballon d'Or in the next 2 years to come. Now, when we have these kind of issues, we say a bit parade, away from winning the Ballon d'Or. Then it's America, sir. Oh, the papa is a Nazrawi, or that kind of trait of heredity when it comes to indiscipline and other things are also in the social environment. In last year, I think last 2 years, and a video of Nazrawi about Montia when he was fighting against some gangs, when he was walking on the street of Mataro, coastal area of Mataro and FC Barcelona, Eastern Barcelona, out of fight because of say those people no on your mokwa say be sign no nyamaye ejiomeni. And then they met this particular guy and making mockery of Lamine Yamal Papa Nazrawi say Nam street no the ba ebo beden or your irresponsible father and untina na any separated for so many years. And when it got to this, it was a minor injury or sustaining that kind of injury, or coming back, but then it created a certain dent on the image of Lamine Yamal, making as the face of FC Barcelona. So in some of the people even acclaim say Abranti and Ankasa Lamine Yamal. Although saying near maybe your FC Barcelona team enkoyo makataso. A trait of indiscipline, just like the trait na one Papa Mataru, one Papa Nazrawi mono, Sapepe and all Lamine Yamal. So we video na that's not. This was a training and a Hansi Flick and in our company. Now Ochechina Tad no conform our first time. Hansi Flick echo chekosro was such a cheko for star boy of FC Barcelona and then on person in the Benya semi all Barcelona team. So in the Yana on in the actions on the was a friendly manner. But if it was supposed to be either Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, or any other top coaches, and Lamine Yamal, any problem, so at this particular level in time, if Lamine Yamal persobo born economy, if he wants to become the face of FC Barcelona, he should set a good precedent for himself. The entire Barca for him say one particular president or that these disabilities no. Point to Edim Komaka say investigation because investigation the prosecutors of Spanish law so say Lamine Yamal he could easily be fined close to about $1 million and also meet my charging for any other reasons. And in Komona way very high or say Barca for Barca president of these kind of things. And Romo Kofa Johan Cruyff didn't free Dutch Eredivisie in about the side of Spanish football. When he came, he was a player for FC Barcelona. Although Omo Adorno as one of the legends, Otimi setting up 14 pillars of FC Barcelona. Omankasa philosophy on the towa, Omo the tiki-taka system of football boom currently and over philosophy of FC Barca. But about Barcelona no any GWOM or Quabontin Barca nightclubs echoing Sakakra or shit nom jot yen maybe Pemma Jomba even Camp Nou restroom or a lot of things. Omo financer or a star player. He is that kind of man and not projecting in the new face of FC Barcelona in those kind of times. It's almost so. But then one set a good president because of say at that particular moment in time, the kind of football Johan Cruyff beating about them FC Barcelona. No? Because of that indisciplined trait, even as a player for FC Barca, when Timmy lived up to that particular expectation. But when he became a coach, he set that kind of history for the side of FC Barcelona. You can talk about Obi to say Ronaldinho when he came to FC Barcelona. It got a moment in time. Pep Guardiola needed to sack Ronaldinho from his team. Not only because of Senna Oma good performance for FC Barcelona, but because of say Ronaldinho, no, they were shouting Lionel Messi for Ronaldinho because it got a moment in time. Ronaldinho every week can be no pay kwa mountain. Catalan Chrome one particular nightclub and our Catalan Chrome no matter Ronaldinho 10. It didn't that nightclub no so. And in the weekends, when Pierre Anko Jineni answer be crying about weekend boy, then you know Ronaldinho. Omo make issue was so man sacred Ronaldinho free football club anymore. The traits any the all any be influence academy. Na Pep Guardiola Edinburgh FC Barcelona football club. A lot of players and one set bad president. Uncle Ian from the likes of Neymar, the likes of Dani Alves, even Andres Iniesta. It went in time so Pierre Pabontia. I was say Barca ever watch over securities at the nightclub because Obra na insane me brother Andres Iniesta. Also he lived up to expectation, but then indiscipline in Yamaka Quintino, and most of these players. So Lamine Yamal issue no, say Barca and me I'm finding good solution. I'm Lamine Yamal and care a lot of things because also 18 years. So mom want to anchor a lot of things. Not the sad to be away now. I'm not sure. So the new project now, one report I'm person FC Barcelona. The new project on person omuma the side of Lamiyama the face of that project. No more projecting the very well for Barca now. So man here that indiscipline trait now a one father mojemuno. It will still replenish in the blood of Lamiyama.
Mate, here about fear never did come out by Nakwa Brown or Menino and Ninkomo Amuzu Heba Clinic. Na ene Mamuze Amuzu P and Amuzu garlic beaters. Why a banner be doing come and I couldn't be able to there.
I do now, so
no, yeah. Now, some of no this is Mudini be bread.
Or no, dear. Baby, I will wear you more, the bay, intimidate Bebren.
Nasa said, nay, dear, when you say Nelson on fire.
Oh, Nelson, so crying on so on my number, no, so what's that? Cacao, no quadian can come a now, why now, yeah, only no. Oh, okay. When you know, as a wee depend you move here. There be, but Sepa will be bedroom so I fell mukeke. Near what you are the bed boy, Juman, so I'm a man, many a jiddy, and a many a jiddy. Na
Usuma brewa. Maybe over time.
Me show papa. Abi ane tu ko bofom. Me di sumi ya ko to wa ma. Abrewati a we se wu e be ya me ya.
Ah de mani wu. E fa ho. Se obi gina dru. Na onum. Na
on fanya adwuma. Na obedun so afem keka ma adru na ho ode akokwade. Ya de be ma de obeto ne pama ni monyam afiri mu aba.
Ere dem fa ho. O ama kai story bi na ko bi na okum pete na ni fiura ko report ne ma police. And I'm sure I'm going to call court. I'm more concerned. Now the first question will be that. Now every time I'm finding a casa on TV.
Okay.
I was a judge. Bisa me fiura. Pete na me kuno no oyene pete. I said DIABY. I said power police. Fiagu krata. That sena me no pete no.
Oyene DIABY.
I said DIABY. Power police. Fiagu krata. Bi ni de wo ye no. Seli pare be je duru maestro oben mo obi di wele
ma doctor amuzu aduru ni mfaso ma so na se eba na se kukuru sa wo bua flap ani mu a me bi chese me de ba bia mi jira dina mane no se komo na edi ye nka ho hwe na ni abere o ba ma ti ase ma ba mangu onu maduro na ani daso emrem onu maduro na mfaso emrem wonu maduro na ma amuzu de panis engineer na aduru so ati ase medofo mesro ekuti ande me bossa na chiro number we mami
06743 0247
77 Dr. Amuzu number na mediama komoni bi wo ho a ya ye bo we chiro ya ba ya na time da so nti ya bobo so a na kwa me abobi boni doctor akasa ewe chire ho no mo edi amame medofo asem ni nyina ne se mema no a na wo ma ye mere ewo mpem no edura na joa ne ma hwasun mo highlight dum adentia four play ne kura oba ni soso ni mu afefe na no na waje egu ho tie kobasa ne ma no no mo adwa pa etu be here na de bia oba no wasom na no because okunu wontimi mo adwuma ewo mpem na so mema ne yesu tie kotafo nhyae so e friend say Amuzu Junction okwa na asem nyina ne say doctor me ye bema na so say de madan no oba fi say mitimi mo adwuma mpo ewo mpem doctor me ha ba akopa ne say me Johnson so a me brepa sana Johnson aba eye kura na me bula matali no na emu say jam ekoba sa doctor Amuzu woni pa ho adaje o se koye lab e mame na wakwa ye lab nipa no ebe ye lab wa clinic wa na said the Dr. Amuzu so ni mfidie no ye very sharp ebo adwumate no wo ye lab na wa e kire yen say ye bacteria na de ba ya na say parasite how many years na wo manya say yade be mpo na wukuta e ba sa ebo an ntem wo so yade na no e de ma wansa efi say de eti am wa ye enti e ba sa no osesa hahama eni nubna bebre eni awo che de ofiri kwaye mu ba ne e de amawo na wa akono awa de anom ohun se ye Dr. Amuzu se de mi sua de konka na wo mo wo kobe wo mo so mba de anyinye nya sa haban we bi betira no kra wontimi nkobu na enkobe sisa he polythene bag mu ama wo ho ayesefu se Dubai Force Bay no wo se ne mem na ye portable we ejina we se eye box ba kokora na ade ka ba ya eno aso de ahye boot una wo kro no very simple wo betimi dia travel akwa abrochire ene de keka ho a nya afa ne ebisa se de na ehye ho nua bebre ne ha ma ade ne na aye portable se yo sa haba no ana mu bagye watafo nhia so no na mu ho aye bebre ene nubra no ena doctor aye ni nyina ba akode agu konkom wati ese de ba bia wo bia wo benya bia to watu ni di se amuzupi ni nyina ne se esa enemu ya dani moto brazier fi se wo ritra high jump boni bia definitely enemu ya de no wo benya na wo benya ho sunsanso nso a enkoyie enti be ma se wo tie me ade achi oje o fans wo abontre adwuma mu ene store ba bia wo gyaye no adenden se ya no obodeko asa tebubu dabo a wo hura tra gata no enso edua na dwa wo mobo bra panyine ade ha mani nu bra 24 ne ede aye se syphilis se wafu abemben gonorrhea asheka kipie to bombele te se de yetimi yire yare ne pampe se witoa no na aye ketewa bi na de yare ne ba bi obefa de ene ne obedwa ne afiri wo nipadua mu amuzupi wonom a emfaso ebem eti be ma ebisa ne ho se na mi wo gono a me de me hu se wonte hwe se wutie sports na me ba so a wo wu se amomodwu nso twa no ene mo be ma ne yese na mo ma dwonso afrement se ma na ye reproductive organs ne ye different from mo de no to oba ho a obetimi anya yare e bi kra 3 months kra betwem no o check distributor obecha ma me ma ne sa but edidi ne ho a ne nam ne ho afro kwa afa na adu se opeba no ubon se at wo be ma ne de wo botra ga jonso ne ntimi mflo ye asa de ojonso a ne bia kam be ma bi ho no ma edu de ade abo se ne ho sori a na ya sesan ye ne ya eno na be kire wo se enia ma bi nkoye ba sa ji wo di koye lab wo ye lab no ne ye ka kire wo se wanya enam yade bi a ma ye mo nhyew Dr. Amuzu ho adre ye fra ne nom to wo pa akobo ma che no kra nom to eba akobo se ma se kondom dada wa ne ho asia ye tete obi a ni nadan for body se hye na be 25 meters away wo kope ice block kese no sense no odi ni die num edru wo wase ma bo me ho bind dada nti wono we ya wo bo ho bind nom to wo sa na boys ne ye nom to esini pa na chi sei wo be dam na no anom na ade wo mpe gonowi asem bia me fa asem me hye no eti be ma se wo kodwonso na emu hyehyewa nom to wo ana ekoba se wo dwonso na hu mogya wo ma nom to wo na mema ni banu de nya na chese yare no ato adwafa mpieto bre me dwonso a me bre ba se de ase me dwonso e flow kama boa mo prostate etie papa no mo mpanimfo nde me ka che omo se wo nkofa yare bi nkote nye ho but wo bo wo prostate ho ban eti no ma muzupi ni bi ahaban bi na wom na ebo mo prostate no ho ban ensuro gya no eye prostate aduro tata hwe enti doctor di bi be show we mu because ohun sese be manya nnamu yade a na akoka ne prostate no na ma hawa ba ho enti odwonso anu wo bre odwonso na dwonso na ikam ene de keka ho amuzupi he ba mesa no ebeboa se ne enom no medafo woto anu wato abele cap ni bi na anopa wunya ni di ye no no anom ni wom enwumre wunya ni di ye no anom ni wom uwi ani nyina no wadidi wanum beto so papa wo start se wonum amuzupi ya bo sa se wanum ye ode eyo se didi adentia ye wanyame dua wom ye ntete abatan aduro papa bi nyame dua na no mo no awofia na wo mo ma wo ma ye kasa se krama abatan no mo no enu bi ewom doctor di shemu se so bi nyanam yade aduane kra ne kon no but wo be no amuzupi na nyame dua no be mo wanum atoso adwene odi shemu ni se entwe pampan bone ensufi enfiri ma ase na so se ni benefit ni se emienum tofso eko ni paduam so a etu malaria ase afe be ma wo ne obe ehia ma na wo ti penya e cho se wo yare atade na hye no wo so no nkwa ase wo se nkukodue ni nam ne ho amuzu garlic bitters ba se wo be nom na wo be ma be sore na uhunsuo nso ebe protect na wonyin se wo be bia de memfama
okay I don't come from masa ankrofo no
en come from masa ankrofo no ya fama wo
enra na me wie me de
ya fama wo mo
one interesting thing e wo me say me normal me to wa me da pa
I say zinc wo
ati no na ma me dam ema me didi so
sao
me didi
ye sa and I say washra kachira me wo dey say washra kachira me no dey be boa mo washra
ya na komene ya
me nyana me nko
me di wa dance say me numbi nti me
ni
amuzu garlic
bitters
amuzu
garlic pinu na wunya numbi garlic
pinu numbi ba sa adwo di wa dance a chebe
sao
za adwo sheda ni blestina sa blestina na ya ni mu dia ne to no so amoa ye so kra dia
fefe shepe obekọ na ye ma ho
ba adwo ade ama be
wa ma ho achi edinam kọ na edinam waba e ba sa sound ni koye pa
achichi ayede aye hwam
ayede de anya ba sini nyina obekọ okay they say dance ni nyina okọ o adwo wa bena eti mesra mo say wa soro ya ke emu de ebesi we Alison gom selenium wo janity na uhu abena na busa no what are you coming to do e kire say Alison na selenium no so abo wo be ma no ne wo sperm ne ho ban na watimi ahya adwo anyinsen na se mema mutie sports ya mo hye dan fa nwum na ma na nyim na di gum oba na anyim a chese wo sperm no agene afedie ama ABOU etimi dane se zinc wom kakapempe ha ban eka ho ekuta zinc any sulfur na wonum a utimi da pa e relax your body wo sorry a wo ho oden stroke for edro any amuzu garlic bitters ebiebie ntini mu e ma moja ediafu sane eti sugar so eti pressure so eti wo niema bia eye cholesterol eti so e ma hoto na mo wani so ada ho
ya vana ma ni
na okwa ubenya adure bi ye waterful ishaye so e ho ya amuzu junction doctor say ya abra na kokoko no ye ntu ase nkotwetwam obi wa wotwam wia no aso afidemiti ye ntwam e wo mogem bra ne ma kokoko aduro no ma beko 0247 67 43 0247 nti etie for next week ye be shia na ase me ye deceive me ho se brei na me ka so onye bi da obesu ba ase se no ni nkasa ye mu kire se adwo a ho ti me bua na ma na soro mo
papa adwo na no ma do no be di wa dance a che
na ye na no be di wa dance na me kro wi ni ti
se wo mu za do no me ye ho adwuma e no be di wa dance se amuzu pd me ye oh no ara wa ya
na mani anu no
koji ko fuba
mi koji ko fozika na me ka mama ya nto party
o de o
aka fa ponchi amoso
na ya o ha me
debi se wo so ha me bi
da we ba pay su black se la to aso wa bo da we ba be to aso wa sisi a ya be sia
forcing the on Fabian Ruiz-Neal to become double number 10s in the midfield. So it was the core duty of Moises Caicedo to make sure to operating in the central midfield area for Chelsea Football Club, and they did very well. Now in the Dynamo system, what they did, they say, when you talk about the right hand side of Chelsea Football Club, it was Malo Gusto. He needed to pin in the left hand side of PSG Football Club, Nuno Mendes, and even when it comes to the left hand side, Hakimi. Marco Krella needed to pin Hakimi to the other side because the PSG had a lot of transition. They transition in that particular flanks and they try as much as possible to make a lot of incisive passes into the central area zone. But then in the midfield, Makacho said Chelsea dominated in the central midfield area for themselves. This is Liverpool coming close the man-to-man press in the sense of ultimately dominating over Kvaratskhelia in that particular midfield. Malo Gusto needed to watch over the side of Ousmane Dembele. Because in that particular side, so when you're Ousmane Dembele, that's all dropping in deep. And the side of Fabian Ruiz in that particular central, that's when in the chair. They can easily cause a lot of mayhem at the defensive structure of Chelsea Football Club. And Malo Gusto needed to switch in and outweigh the side of Ousmane Dembele right from the midfield area for the side of PSG Football Club. But then our defensive structure, one can say, Marco Krella and the battle was very pure for the side of Marco Krella. He showed a particular defensive structure of Chelsea Football Club, and they did very well. But over here, Trevoh Chalobah was being used as a hybrid defender for Chelsea Football Club. Not only about the all play between Liverpool and Trevoh Chalobah are the two center pairs for Chelsea Football Club. But sometimes, the human demand is although in this particular picture, Liverpool was actually marking out Kvaratskhelia from that particular opposing midfield. But Trevoh Chalobah needed to come in deep in the midfield to make sure so me a partner the side of Enzo Fernandez in the midfield just to get Kvaratskhelia into the central midfield area of Chelsea Football Club. When he did that, Oboa becoming from that particular number 6 into the defensive structure of Chelsea Football Club, and that rotational policy was sufficient enough for Enzo Maresca in the tactical midfield. Trevor Chalobah coming in as a hybrid midfield, that particular midfield. But Chelsea in the numerical superiority in attacking tech, it was massive enough. About the 5-3-2 in that particular low block system. But so our transitional point to attacking tech that the 2-3-5 tactical system will be ensured for Enzo Maresca. When he does that, he makes sure say PSG now more offensive method, more offensive relative football. No, he needs to pack their defensive structure and make sure say oppose a lot of numbers into their opposing half. Check about the number of players opposed into the defensive structure of PSG Football Club. Close to about 5 solid attackers are mobile into the defensive structure of PSG Football Club. And it tells you, say, Chelsea dominated, and they dominated to the extent, say, they were easy to find a way of go into the defensive structure of PSG. But so we do the attacking trade, why they be a say. So be ball in the midfield area, and that's also transition very well. You don't need to actually break in the lock. The only way to not break in the lock is to find yourself in the triangular dynamo system for yourself. And Chelsea Football Club, they use the triangular dynamo system very well here in the panel, or you know in the flanks, or you know in the midfield area of Madrid, and also you know in the left flanks for Madrid Football Club. And Chelsea Football Club, Enzo Maresca, use this one to make sure say the left-hand side network, PSG Omankasa Football Club, or a lot of transition. They will use a lot of triangular dynamo system to oppose Nuno Mendes, so they want to transition ball most of the balls into the right flanks of Chelsea Football Club. And they capitalized on the triangular dynamo system to score the early first goal for the side of Chelsea Football Club. But this is where the passing is for Chelsea. We can see we didn't come with Chelsea, you have 5 players you on man. So Chelsea beats me winning game in 5 players. So Levi Cohen, João Pedro, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. So beats me winning game age number so. Check about the passing lanes of Moises Caicedo with James Malo Gusto and Trevor Chalobah. Very good on that for the side of Chelsea Football Club. But I'm going to go to the next picture. Abrante we didn't home for match yourself. Chelsea Football Club set up in there when I'm a penance. When he was playing for Manchester City, he scored 6 goals, 2 assists, and won 7 trophies for Manchester City. But when he came to Chelsea Football Club, also winning 2 trophies at Manchester.
But one interesting thing is that me ho bako waha. Abrampa Mensa Ebenezer Oko Wamanafo Mighty Royals Omo Maestro no. Sɛ na waba fidie ma eba aba bechia ti waba na de na ɛwɔ sɛ mema onua pon ne minimu kakra na division 1 no season no de yɛhwɛ wɔ kakra ne ade but mensa meba baransa na no ɛmra oh di tia besere oh bibia Kim last bio kengren
wa coach ade ne ba kroma o kan ya fa so
say a co final.
Okay.
Say me Ghana nyana.
Yeah, be enam ne de
yeah, because G e be your mo adwuma.
Yeah, sure.
Your G an adwuma wi a Mali ni Morocco.
Be sure.
Yeah, be form Lutan kan be tabi o mo say to.
Yeah, MON-FRI na Mali nko she
Morocco asem na wa.
Why?
Morocco asem.
Now, enye bibia e ba na ma football. Say no hu Chantel.
Oh, Chantel is a very good player.
Coach na so
nice player.
Na so ten.
Abi mo ra akra ma me na me ni mensan ni nkomo kakra. Me say no so Tanzania goalkeeper he. Me wuli. Hey, me number 1.
Black Queens are yard. Yeah, this second qualified. Because Andrew American has said he has at least 2 goals or more. Near hope South Africa so be Mali be bride. Am say be ya man was never papa ni enya point. Yes, 4 no. Na bayana so ye the chef 4 ni bi aboa. The at least the DIABY proper position. You have 3rd best place position in the qualifier, the 2nd position automatic spot. And they call him. Coach, the Obama said, you don't go to tournament and bench the most creative player in your team. And now man bring. Me name the O2 in the 4. And the match is now all on Stella Nyamiche 18 chain. Those of us who watch Stella Nyamiche in the under 20, Babayara, we know the quality of player she is. Given the opportunity, She's someone who have that leadership qualities. Okonomi edin onim said the ginger the colleagues. Emo munya results. At a point
City, he won 7 trophies for them. And
Chantal na ye hwe aburuchi ono an ye hwe house ye nhune na. But you need a creative, someone to free Chantal, for Chantal to get in the movement, into that space. So between drive or you'll be or drive any angle be or try to shoot from that position. And then when they introduce Stella Nyamichen, I've seen a lot of people praising Chantal, ni go and then assist any movement and more here will keep them. But I think that credit nekesi and confirm Stella so about park so you obey minutes kakrana unya impactor or ma Ghana for enya e free no I was strong say ebona baso generally but you winning match and Nijaba and the good news is that Minister Ada or no monam scratching am saying $8,000 ko promise or mugu bia 2,000 and no myself for $8,000 and man to my head time nanka dollar ne to Jimmy nanka is kakese pa even a neck cross $1,000 saying $1,000 is 100 million, right?
Yeah, kakra that's all.
$8,000, 800 million. I said no person can pass him into Menka. Why?
That you do say I patrol.
Until I'm saying no pass him into Menka, as someone can person me come. And no pass him na catch you behind the scenes into Menka.
1:10.
Yeah. So $1,000 saying. 10,000 Ghana cedis. Today I found 10,000. I'm paying 10,000, 800 million for winning one game. Okay. Yeah, madam. Why are there? Motivated guys ni say ya. Better cause no my room who winning team. Yeah, quarterfinals now against Algeria. And I know say one way by just saying.
No, we no na qualification itina.
You I understand. Okay. Yan can't buy say. We a minister special aid and a 2 in Butum. And ya buying out in the Butum. I buy whatever is due them. For more now,
Mazada and Consul Michel or Moba, the Blackwa. They were Boromotun Krama minister na Kabian and Yamabi, minister by Yamojuma.
Yatin, so much you are Mokaya than Yamias. Yampese baby, but I guess never cut this is Sikawa because member Nequa a day paid them $500 need to your mom. Your normal and Cote d'Ivoire every day. Your mom no pay aduane no pay wie nwumre na yesan mo pay dem $500 o ma mo twen Mozambique yentimi anso mo Madagascar mo ni we yentimi no mo e ma na qualify free quarter finals o ma ya de Kim last congratulations why no why ya de ti coach do winning match de bi ani why ya de ma bona baso so the Ghana qualify quarter finals ye pese who trophy kuma to nyere no
me na me pese nka kan we bi San Casabimo, Yaman Kwamuku. I'm a person tea kakra.
Okay.
Sana ma Barbara Paso. Tea kakra. Last we name say we are mean tea kakra. Now some legend can you know. And when they are football they may play stereo can.
Yeah, can. Me Paso. It's me say football ye junior too. No say, ya mana ko say. Eka juma no we ko because we no be like say or sign contract. Obehu clause bi a ma say mu and sanu mu smoking room. The patrol smoke, you know. Cigarette you say smoking now, who smoke one. The papa na between the wall. And to say, what will tell me, let's set football. And can come on, Mobano. Let us show you. Football is the 2 minutes at winning. Yamia, you what, man. Ubetum. I don't say, any Jimmy, say football apart to me transport or bar. Not footballer, what mini problem. But they come to Omo for say, no money over oba, and another after match. It will do. Dollar about Kwame could be put at cement. Who the dollar commercial? Wamra, who you know, Palmo Crown. Pasako fasha wo buku so. Wamra, who go dinner here. Who go bubble about football I didn't
no DIABY. Also sign professional contractor. Clause being where say enkonomansa in Kosumuki. After so was signing professional contracts no. be a bit binding of football, both on the field and outside the field of play. Age now will play and also. And then they go down to see who discipline action will be done in the football club. Sometimes football players should understand say any club na say any coach na obobo ni wi a ukofie o sa be che say koyesi enyese you. And until me in a certain moment na me tip coach Prosper na to ogumase.
Okay.
In a way I know person okay be and as person oboa some kumasa santoko players now no feel say some near maybe omoye within the football club outside the field no person oboa mo mu jai sa ade no my brother no mo live in a disciplined life a bit mabua improve one kasa career e be na legend air canon. Sometimes players no should understand say so we sign a professional contract ni we say mo akunya say bobo former football club na it is not only about say obobo no but then so obobo ni we na say okofia life ben na we live right after say wabosa football na akwakodu fi there was some certain habit we were in as a footballer we do hu shame obi obobo bia no ade ba ko no say eye ni na so kese eye na DIABY adwuma yi o sori ahomache betina adwuma mu ha eye adwuma ahomache sorry enwumre 8:30 after wa akodu fi we kodu fi 8:30 enti bibi be kan say pie kotna sport na say bi kono monsa bibi be kan say pie ene nnamfofo kotna ba bi nji omani 8:30 na wa kodu fi no DIABY me enawo ehia me because I know what my body needs right after work. Footballers should understand say and you say be a football club now wo born na set rules and regulations dey amount eno nko a wo as a personal person set principles for your life, set good principles about your life. I know some of the footballers because of their indiscipline any omo habitual nature wo omo suntin ntimi ambo omo amabo football career no ankoso wo say we chena odi nkomo so wo share play bi besides I didn't know kwa abrocho san ba no why basa. It is because of the personal issues or one kasa owo as a player and so they say one share as a player na say 1-2-1 amwa e be dental image no na sound so sell career chroma no ye wono players ben ye nti omo nka chroma no muni mbo because of omusu man born into no sa subanity na katomo football no mbo chroma no so we know a lot of players e chroma no I means na him body obu wa se club se na wo ka se club bi age play bi kwa amana kwa sometimes ye tiechira ye be ka se ade na club no age player na amana ko bet so go inside that club no hu ne say some players say man kwan manet na football club ni mu a obe influences some players bi obo club ni it was age na kwan manet ko because e bi as abrante no omu ade abanya say Yaya Mohammed ewo kuma santoko we heard a lot of stories about Yaya Mohammed. He was a fine player. So when you subai be the scene, he was a fine player. No boni ye de makuma santoko. Sadiq Adams, he was once a fine player, but because of some subai be an award right after so boni no, ye hu Sadiq Adams proper ball na ye hu Sadiq Adams under 17, ye hu Sadiq Adams under 20, ye hu Sadiq Adams boni ye in Ghana. They be ametna haka say one striker the ball na nka minim say ke be ye bo asamoja amudin ye bo other strikers so mo lead the attacking and them Black Stars players and come bo Sadiq Adams, but then because of some certain things be a yentimi na fidie we so nkenti no entimi ambo asa players. So to me players should understand both in football independent in the football club coach can do everything possible to help you, but who as a player say no one taking some certain principles for your football career. Obekech, any Cristiano Ronaldo. So when your body nas or bobo at the age of 40 years, nas or extended 2 years, they might answer. But I said, Gintina, Obi 40 years, yes, someone additional 2 years. When in your contracts now at the age of 40 years, it is only Cristiano Ronaldo.
Coach at the no Sadiq Diano. I'm the 1 year time on almost 17 by a contract once and sema. I PR Tico Madrino. I know you're one factor. And I'm an uncle baby. On Kotoko issue concerning Sadiq Adams. Okay, last time I am or the Abbas Mohammed. Said he said he should be near the Kruma after accident. There's a time on the face of the face. And all years will be pushing. Who's a Ghana? No, you will some problem be say, Ubi I say, oh, a young guy and I become criminal. Or no one say you should aside that but apart from on the discipline you all mean Sadiq na me nim kakra na ya Mohammed so no nyobia onu yi no ya
DIABY
uze mmebe ya pa
oh minimpa
ya apart from chen near ni nyina ne ade
minimpa
I think your name bu e dem pass ya be
DIABY okomwa e bi on kan nyina ancho
no open nipa of fight ma the colleagues ni teammates but so he's one person
yeah man na man say that can body o na o tire di ya mo kan say to ya bone
unim men ka say obi fight man the players and also be fighting man the group I mean Crawford do ye adwuma that means nipa do wade
Obara do metag
I will always support
say do metag
o say
yeah how metag
no apart from that who as a person and as a who as a football player there was some attitudes need some kind of trait where you within a football club who join the level mark
Bibia ko kabade that common what TV ani ade a Ghana footballers mo pem mass and do and there is a mugu yeni masi wukuma is ya man kwame ko legend kan you know so we a young footballer was so oba sa common ya otiti bi ade na o fa di film one advice no dey mama no also what to kwan ko bobo obedi kakra bia mo dem ko du a my ass no mo front no ham say what you do no then am for fees say ya na otiti bi so
ya me tv pa
ti then am for fees
mechanic say first of all meda was na mada wati for so as wo akwanya manya was more times to tea some money bia yes so ye di 2 enfu
okay
cause ye hwe baby omo madura ene ne ya ye mbe omo stand and nti omo ofuto na de be kenya ma ye tima akoye nim ti utie nyoma bisa also as a young upcoming player na also di 2 enfu na also utie ni adwempam se ne be ya also ebetima kenya ma wo baby opese oduru no woduru hono yi
wow the baby no mushia omo mabobo no twema ya mo ne omo din komo mo sa futo na ebo a na makoye pere mamo ti ara mo so mafara mo de aye adwuma aya se adwuma no de pa ba to di kira wan hwe ya wani mra ozo no na wadu eti afi no join ya ye ne mensa brampa ye wamanafo Mighty Royals omo midfielder na indeed is a fine midfielder Beneza mensa brampa na obey de me de man akwa ba ne ye komo na legend di na menza nwura mu hwe division 1 no season we say na na eti o wamanafo
oh first of all make I say ye start year season ye start year by based on 1 or 2 nyoma binti am I ye buta na nka ide ya no say e bitima again a qualification no ambaso by based on 1 or 2 things minti am I nyoma tida kakra
okay na sen na isi etie te say na kan season ne be chance ye mudi mu komo set target bi ma mu ze afidi e was among the Mighty Royals be Ramo Premier League
yeah make I say yeah target say this season na determination or high say can also ye pay Premier ni bia den abo na ya raise the name of Wamanafo to the world send a amanfo showcase by nyoma betida e chire kakra ye bodu amfini access Monday 1 to Monday 13 na ye da top by enko wie e chire mfimfini obabi no nyoma betida based on 1 or 2 and the minim say through management intina nyoma be ye sadia am I yes so playing body no boys no biblia betida
okay
by ye mama na yes so ye wo and the so be say ye pese achieve bibi ni de ye konkoden ko yanim.
But was a player this particular season as a midfielder who assess so one modern boy who started season on series it because 2024-2025 season in the Ghana Division 1 league you know say the Wusi pen no nya ne sa
as for me ka say minya me good start the one am person me hu this season minya me start ni bibia pepepe was me share based on my performance now and then me one coach Drogba
okay
me bona basu ye pa was at the start of the beginning na nyoma nko ye mame by later obeka team no ni ho obeka team no ni me din komo exciting about 1 or 2 things bi no ame so me try say say ampa me ya e bebo am no e ma me benya me peak me form na I say me gain no e ma me benya ye ama me this season me am say yeah performance na maputu no way back in the day me nya that performance ni bi da
ala Ghana zone asem one pa is one enti amaya chim no zone 1A any all 1B the woman betimi aboa me kakra na ze unya kwenya body tia teach my 11 wonders 11 wonders is a qualifier fees as zone ma ba the Premier League meaning 4 matches na woni omo boy no obeka so mu deserve say omo qualify pe omo team no sure omo ne sere musim ni omo boy no ne omo model mo omo da ne di no omo qualify na e omo
qualification na nyame wanwa cause me share based on any omo share 4 times omo model mo da na they deserve it sure they deserve it
then omo team no look unique
cause make us omo bibia they have everything
okay
based on from management to playing body they were well determined say I feel the 1% omo dey teach my 11 on the team no economy and no na boys no so yeah na metima ka say bi muso ye college ay no omo dey nkomo na utie omo nkomo dey dem na utum say they are well determined say aduma this season they aduma we buta you see omo ni so no na 1% omo ye dey omo ye ti me omo qualify na enya me wanwa
wow
say munya qualification e call teach man
wow is there one disadvantage among players no mo say wo na zone no me division no say ya chimo I say do baby matches no mo ba mu say board do the whole team back on about 4 times and also share experience in the chair say na only man strabo enchena asani man strabo enchena ni man strabo yeah them fun
serious I know you're finding it difficult ending because team back on any be share e be ayen 10 around within 2 weeks now asani be share you're finding it difficult pa because I must akra wo ko share akra ni je bi ani na person e o ka no other zones ni be there by me baby I may manya me experience in the meeting maka says one be there ndafo because ya honum emu edem pa na nye easy say ube
mo be campaign for them campaign for consider the senior man in twem na nke enka mo
sure come ya ni side anka be boy because say you meet you for so twe na nko mo nye hu basa na see football no be mbesi be because as times goes on they be every day football is improving yes so you learn from your mistake you sure say sanya one day be besi be team for so hwe na ben han kakra no kra boa e ma yenya enough rest since say you bought 4 times in a season you meet 4 times in a season
wow abi as I come away last time me it seems even players na bobo on nye happy with o na mo money when there's what the kaka say but I'm nye happy with this
you see
my so sad na hard
the hard drink say the players are complaining each and every day when the players na nkasa di nkomo am complaining about it. But those of us who have seen, no, you betimi aka bi ama yasesa no. He's here behind the scenes any edim come away. You could share the appropriate Congress away in August yao. And to be hopefully by next week, if we send the convocation the ama clubs. Opa, my member me wasem, na men ko trigger our convocation we say Congress as you could discuss say zone 1 yenkamu we are how many teams 16 my men ko triggers are them I can confidently say here you be Congress na so pram I will be the only person 15 I can support
but
ye free meeting as na be gina pram bia na say din come dem come Habib once now can ye dey no anu no minim how coward we are obia so the last time I catch was say your platform this and almost send the idea better out of 48 division 1 clubs in Ukuma and zone 1 zone 2 zone 3 yeah but bought league I say TV stations be division 1 matches among 48 only one club opted say general secretary wouldn't even find them to say TV station me try me match Abraham and the contract detail of broadcast right and TV right how much are we gaining what try the two you assign the twice you say your banner wa mo ye ntwa match I be find 10,000 Ghana and only one person ask say and here now the amamia TV company ne banner ma me ntwa find me 10,000 me dey na bitua surprisingly 47 out of 48 none supported the idea
47
out of 48 only one person 47 na kan obi ayemu and players sue administrators sue but administrators no be committee Congress ase akoka di yan mai so mo ko mo nka obo wie no mo ni upie number na mo di jollof no wa chire wa chale wa se bia o kan ye di nke no anu no
and it's only
that is the problem
the you can wa brand pack
that is the problem
after off season when you need Division 1 players and say 4.
Oh, be a person Kabu
and Akasa. Baku na baku zone 2. Na mze ni no free zone 1. So 1 na mze nya Abraham Power 1B, ni nya baku 1A. The omu come once empires and I be a person Kabu. Only team back more matches for.
Ade.
At
least in matches, you know, crampo there.
That's 4
matches there. 4 matches, none women away. Now, no, Odi Agro, or the mafia way back commercials.
Yeah, the Papa Congress, a bogasi. I was saying, I do discussion in the America, but Koku Opa, Macanchi, Yaka, I say, Congress, Mr. Metric Gas, the Congress grounds may not have one quad could be a many videos, a discussion, and quite a bit. But the Yama support.
I remember as your future, because it seems you had a good season with Wamana for Mighty Royal. Next season, you better with Division 1.
Okay, like I say, for the season, I think my name is Box. I do about Chipsa. Yeah, baby, Obi, I am Michigan or Yama Power Yama Boys. I am Michigan or Manahon, the non Gusum Boys. I think I'm Meneno to 2 years. They are here, Yamadi dinner.
But office Abba.
Office the Abba. Meshe kukwem ewo menene
sa no ompezo be di ho
on ye bibi
ba hasu do nya ba kokwan de abebo Premier League.
Oh yes,
some the players na ba ni nyina
Division 1
for the dodo no Division 1 for na pija na omo pija ko mani mi ade ti me de o ball no nka mani be gise me hu Ghana Premier League ni na nka wa ba bi giana so na one tanta na nko form talent na mo no Division 1 no yeze mo brepa nka mo covenants be intimidation ya na ehu.
And then easy. And then no credit. Intimidation, yeah, dorsal. Even before Pounya Quine Crown Run Stadium or Crown. Now I bled and so now I started matching on field. Especially teaching my make one thing, teaching my
money heroes are another
wonders.
On
my first match, on my address or I don't know, Abronson be young dressing room. Abronson address as a coffee.
Part of intimidation, maybe.
You know, make us say intimidation need a cost or Division 1.
But I get used to. I am a do be affect players in the player.
Yeah, me as a old player, and me I get used to. But be over your new players are my join me. Me want more harm. Maybe a zone no more experience those kind of winning be bombano. Ti abasa na on the field of play crown or so cycle mo.
And I'm bro.
Cycle mo say can't be on by I don't be forgetting the Yambo game and so on. So no, I am no we say, yeah, say no also. Because a new behind it to me pressure on the field of play, new behind it to me those kind of pressure.
Because last time I could be almost could do ya, Quanos and my strong way did it. No, beside meter, what bosses in the honey ever ball. I said, but I could coach match and no start here. I say, I can't start to coach me.
But how many years more about woman?
But I made 3 seasons.
Okay, now back to question and I wanted to know years I would do. Woman, my choice is one club. Afibia, you started Saturday now, because season you first 30 Namuna. You started season, could they do so well? Uber Castle mobile qualify. This is a care runner and I'm mobile for. I know it.
Okay, one also make us say a bit my technical based on management. Because this season say Tawantawa Kakresi a team based on management in same say my today those kind of two things need and Kayenya. But I need to see any sort of Kayetimi achieve.
Then I think that management should wake up and do well on that because season be a quick when about one thing everybody in that zone knows that he started my tour as the first crowd. I don't know what doing come on phone say oh my tour as the jam. He about first run with also no more drop over from. So I think management should work on that because we start till league Afibiana go for the my target to win the chance.
Yeah, that Pirates and
Asante. Yeah, Asante Bismarck.
Asante.
Still
Bugu Shiva as well.
Shiva last year, Kaso resigned. Just said last year.
Last year, I said me who the reason is
Kaso resigned. But Asante, there was Asante did be a show what they want to Kwagu, we are also a player and the management who he never want to be a somewhere. Because season be even last season. You start here no match. You say you mon call that side. But I know be or what's outside doing on so na for the on match. I said I spoke with somebody from but 11 one day I want my as the moon so call. Yeah, Chabro so by week 15. And pa omo problem they started from week 14. No ma start so omo decline. Yes sir for about bed 3 for minimum the entire. The mo kwa mo go for den kasa.
I'm going to ask a question. Has there been any point say makobo match na referee influence mo matches ni bi? I was a player him say match and with the referee influence your matches.
Sure. I see.
And on a match
against the BB.
The BB.
Yeah.
And the referee no day.
Oh, you hold on to the final minute. To the final minute. Na metimaka say bon kra ye bobo na ekobo ba be see keeper na nim na oche bo no ye hwe say odine satene center wajigo
baze no wo no me
na me close to the situation na me gina
wa ba echi ba na a minute be
na ya wie 90 minutes no at the same time
na manya draw
the bibia dey by cry on the field of play say ya wie you hear say oh aboba abc
keeper see like you
and see like I'm aboba na nim abc keeper watch no me yen nyina dem ke ko say obebo kika ma ya to aso referee dey in certain center
there you go there's a referee influencing match no
I feel we need option be abim dan say on me share na dey one go say about yeah, all buy or share our share. All buy or share our share. Now, is only cry, Metimaka say, a home not team be about the start of previous person will be ultimate.
Now, as a pay the old carnage as a previous year's beer or Moko Boo, referees be or uncle, coffee and say be the barman for this time around, Omaka be the chairman, most be
sure. Say the Omaka be the chairman supporters no beer until. So uba team be obeba home bia uba me start of no person e be otimi say
otimi no ko
opese obeba na obebo na obeshare
oh okay
no ko
but have you lose match
I feel ya lose match by a board draw against 11 Wonders away home ya ball draw against the BB away home
oh okay
yeah
okay na mo ko se mo kunya draw di bia pa no va na
jigo
we organic va
2 seasons ago I almost say we 11 Wonders some 11 Wonders and relegation
sure.
And this 11 Wonders no mum saving mo abeside no about Premier League so just like
meaning aramba ya mre na mre meaning di obeke twato wo won kofo mo hwe oni ade and ye das so pass no to fa baba be chia ya awabi bibi nsem so ache di meaning omo abechi omo na di obeke twato Mighty Royal so it is all
next season more qualifier na
no the next season no nim so be bontina ba besides that question so be bo nim because no the entity cheze every
contract
so situation whereby obo more qualifier na
as a player no make us qualify because any determination
abi amane meshen samambo araba di do be keep chato
okay
because until boss Asante Bismarck so or send the messages be about or boy about suppose say you are one of the most dedicated guys I know my age my players or no my age man okunu home team the born home dey pasam guys Asante dey be I showed what ho
ya me chia
or boy about suppose
they say omo yi me ba kwa ma na enye hwe ya ba pa bitio
okay meda send me start meda me boss ase aduana ba because enyo no ankaminya sa privilege e metna na mada my brother Lawson maybe obi aso nyame hira no nyama power ya mame na mada me coach Drogba on the mekoso aboni dis cause enyo no a ka minya akonya we kra metna this season na mada me mame so ase maybe obi anyame kanu na mada wati for so ase
mate peda sepa ebensa shia wa into the hona yewi ya ni diwe chipa ne ejuma na obono koso ana bonisa ba get 70 if you why ko e fama na kwa ma no ne na me akra betimi amma o powerful one of the
guys.
Oh, I am a powerful Najan, powerful Baku, if you are no best, I am an Abajano.
I don't know if you know what you may have been.
Oh, and you may over Samana, or I am at much about Kofinan to Quakus, boys and all Sakafan and Koyizana, yes, and no ye underground. What I say? A desire no Nana Kafan in no way in our farm, I shake. There's ever fair one game. But two will be so wawa, ya no one ya come.
I come want. No matter the 2 ascents of my Torias. You see when a team manager. Most of me don't mass.
Oh, my yama.
But if you too near the amount to you, young footballer who is why mass and some non we and found Kobe Bryant found Kobe.
Yeah, the one period called Yamocha, Hebishia, or Chair Wednesday, me crack that.
Oh, dear boy, my baby.
My banner, oh, baby.
Women call me wish Joshua the Lally Joe. Yeah, Joshua the Lally Joe. Wangasa also favors such a fair. I said, me wish you happy birthday. Joshua.
Yeah, me wish Mammy Akusia Asari. Mammy Akusia Asari, and crying, see, Mammy. And for you in the Agrane, my birthday, she's one personality. I could say a castle will be in Nipa or Nipa one bad die, a wakuma, a war donetima, Emanipa, Mamia Sari, and my birthday. So happy birthday, Mamia Sari, and Mishra. Now on your wakuma swading in our enfama.
Worry,
maybe in fact,
she can't be.
Much of that, she can't.
And one period watching recession, yet will be the answer.
Manchester City now